Hey, yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream, man. How we doing? How is everybody? A little bit later than I wanted to. I was watching the football, man. I ended up watching the first half. Kind of want to watch the rest of it, but I do want to check this game out, so we'll watch the second leg anyway. But how are we doing, guys? Let me know if you can hear me all good in the chat. Appreciate that. If there's anybody there, let me know if we are good to go. I'd appreciate that. So obviously we're going to be checking out Black Beacon launch today, global. I think I'm going to try it out on BlueStacks first. I do want to check it out over on the Google Play beta as well to see if it runs okay over there. But I thought I'd give it a whirl on BlueStacks first and see how that goes. I'm hearing a little audio cracking. It always does it when BlueStacks is launching. It causes the audio on YouTube to go a little bit odd. So let's see, because I want to try it on BlueStacks as well, because I've seen some stuttering on Google Play beta, and also I think Space's attack. Yeah, I'm hoping I can rebind my keys on BlueStacks, so I guess we'll see. But yo, Reldon, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream. Jamie, how's it going? Are you playing on Google Play beta? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You are, yeah. Yeah, I heard somebody saying like the attack was spacebar or something like that. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if I like the idea of that. But yeah. Give me a second, let me just move my phone out of the way. See, I don't like that. I am, and spacebar is the dumbest key to... Right, why the hell would spacebar be attack? That's just wild, man. That's just absolutely wild. I remember that was like Aether Gazer. When that first came to PC, and like the PC controls are just so asinine. You had to wait quite a while to get the updated controls. So silly. It's a weird choice, that is. Really weird choice. Got back from the dentist earlier. Got to have a tooth extracted. Oh shit. That sucks. Let me turn that down a little bit. That does suck. I need to get at my appointment sorted before I go out on holiday, actually. Gonna have a scrape and a clean, you know what I mean? A scrape and a clean. That's how he went. I went though. He said everything was all good. Shall I use... I don't know whether to, can I change, hold up a second, I want to see if we can change this. Another account. Use your Google account, the account will be added to this device. Nah, I don't want to do that actually. Okay, I'll just, I'll have two separate profiles. All right. Do I have to do that? I don't think I do now. Okay, alright, I could choose to do that at a different point. I want to, because depending if I really like the game, I don't know, maybe it'll be a game I might spend on in the future. I don't know, you know what I mean? Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to play it on BlueStacks actually. It was just like a game will end in 2 seconds. Okay. I think it's okay now. No, the game will automatically end after 10 seconds. And we're going to have to play it on Google Play. Oh, bro. I think I might have to play it on Google Play. Hold up a second. I don't know if it's gonna let me play on BlueStacks. Oh shit, maybe we'll have to play it on the Google. Oh, that sucks. I really don't want to have spacebar as fucking attack, bro. That sucks. Let's see what happens. What's going on, Dusty? Is it 4 AM? Damn, man. Okay. So I don't think it's gonna let me play on the on BlueStacks. I think it must be detecting that it's like it's saying the game will automatically end in 10 seconds. E0191017. Some shit. Has anybody else tried to play this on a different emulator? Just pause the music a second. Yeah, illegal program has been detected by XIGN code 3. What the fuck? I guess it's just detected because I've heard some people say before that when you use BlueStacks, they've been banned on games. Hey, what is that? Something about cheat engine. The fuck? Yeah, man, I wanna use a cheat engine for Black Beacon, bro. What the fuck is that? All my other games are working fine, yeah. What's going on there? Does it not? Okay, I just don't think I can use Black Beacon on a. I just blew up Blue Archive a second. Oh man, I think it doesn't want to work with I think it doesn't want to work with BlueStacks, guys. That blows. Has anybody else tried it on LD Player or anything? Yeah, Blue Archive. I just put it on a second because. I don't think Black Beacon wants to. I don't think Black Beacon wants to work with I don't think Black Beacon wants to work with you. Rip. Okay, I guess we'll have to use the Google Play. I wonder if I wanted to see if anybody else is using it on streams. I guess we'll have to play I guess I'll have to play this in Google Play game beta one then, won't we, chap? And we'll have to have attackers spacebar, bro. What the hell, dude? I can't believe it. Okay. Download all resources. Shit, I gotta download all my resources as well. I want JP in English. English. Two seconds, chat. I do apologize. Bro, that's super annoying, man. I've got to download this name for oh my God, that's already Google Play is doing the glitchy audio. Great. That's awesome, isn't it? It's really cool. Okay, let me just let that do its thing then. So yeah, BlueStacks, no good. Can't use BlueStacks. Discord died the moment you went live. What did you do? Wait, what happened? What happened? Oh, is Discord having issues, is he? Somebody will have to let me know as well then. Any LD player users, guys, you'll have to let me know. Let me Switch scenes. You'll have to let me know if it's working fine over there. Because that fucking blows. Because we don't have mappable keys at the moment. No, my Discord seems to be alright at the minute. I think anyway. I just opened it up and it was like fine. Yeah, you can get banned using emulators. Most companies just don't care though. But obviously these guys don't want you using an emulator. I guess maybe they have got some sort of deal going on with Google Play Games, yeah. So that fucking sucks. Oh, is Discord having issues in general then, is it, Cheese? Oh, okay. Shit. Yeah, I don't know. Let me have a look. No, I'm still in the server. See? Yeah, I'm able to post a code as well. Maybe it's a regional thing. Where are you from, T? Because Cheese is from NA. Issue in NA, maybe. And a drop dead menu in the game sentence in Chinese, always wild. There's a geek. Oh, yes. Yes. Legend. Reldon, you're a legend. Middle East. Oh, okay, yeah, all right. And so it's a Discord then. Yeah, it seems fine for me. I just posted a comment in the Discord anyway. Jamie's replying, so I guess, yeah, I guess UK's all right then. That attack default to the space bar for real. Like, who does that? Who does that, bro? Like, what the fuck? I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, on what planet does somebody go? Spacebar attack makes sense. Ship it. What the fuck? You know? Oh, okay, Discord's obviously having some issues then. Okay. Have we got audio bugs again? Is this... Man, they've got to sort this out though, haven't they, with the Google Play beta? So it definitely wasn't just an Arknights issue with Google Play. It was, it's straight up... It's straight up this shitty emulator. Yeah. Straight up this shitty emulator. Welcome to the mystery, to a world of mystery and grandeur. Here, you'll fight alongside the members of MEN to uncover the truth. Mega space there in between, to uncover the truth hidden in the darkness. Unknown challenges and opportunities await your exploration. Are you ready? Let's set sail on this journey together. All right, then chat. Let's have a look then, shall we? Oh my god, bro. The audio. Can we have a look in here? No, we're gonna have to go into the actual game here, I'm assuming. Let's bring the volume down a little bit. Bring the music down because it's glitching like fuck. Like, how are the other emulators get? You know, if you're not going to allow me to play on some of the other emulators, get the shit together, man. You know, I'm sorry, but that has to be said. We can't even do a comparison then, because we was going to do a comparison, wasn't we? Between the emulators, but yeah, I'm being forced to use this emulator. So sucks to suck, I guess. Sucks to suck. Let me just switch scenes a second. Let me just switch scenes a second. Don't want to dox myself. Don't want to dox myself. So yeah, there's two different camera choices you can have now, yeah. Okay. Compiling the shaders. Okay, let's go. Is this a PC game? Okay, they definitely need to work on just allowing it to be used on other emulators, though. I don't see the problem, you know? I don't see the problem, really, personally. Like pretty much 99% of all the other games is really just kind of allow. I know some games will. Typically, it's usually, you know, like your PUBG type games, which I can understand that because I guess it's considered kind of cheating, isn't it? Really, because you're using a PC against people on mobile, which really does give you an unfair advantage. But like stuff like this, like, come on, man, you know? Or get this, have a PC client, you know? It's releasing on Google Play Beta. You're straight up admitting, look, this is our PC version, really, isn't it? You know what I mean? So either make it available to everything or get a good PC client. Exactly, T, right? Exactly. What's going on, 299 as well? You can't seem to zoom in or out, though. No. Bro, the audio glitching's worse than it is in Arknights, right? So it wasn't just an Arknights Google Play thing. It's straight up just a Google Play thing then. Awesome. Awesome. As I say, once this emulator gets its shit together, okay, yeah, how was your game session? Great. Great. It was awesome. It was awesome. Really, 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 really good, actually. I really enjoyed that. Awesome game session. What the fuck? Okay, this is definitely launch day issues, that's for sure. Great. Okay, game, come on. You having much audio for the people who are using this on the Google Play Beta? Do you have any audio issues the same as well? Oh, it seems a bit smoother now. Oh, now we're loading the resources again. Okay, we've got to load the resources now. We compiled the shaders last time. We compiled the shaders. Now we've got to load the resources. Okay. All right. Let's go. No sound issue so far. Okay, let's hope it was just because it was like loading all the shaders and getting everything to. Damn, it's going to take a long time with them tools. Okay. How tall is he? Oh, damn, it's tall. Oh, shit, my bad. You guys should be able to hear it now. I'd muted it so it wasn't deafening you guys.
Day after day.
It's my bad. My bad, I muted it on your end.
Generations after generations. Come. We will build this tower. Its height that forever reaches for the heavens.
So it's going to turn into an orbital lift.
Let's see who we have here. How intriguing. An outsider who once basked in the sunlight,
Auto, there we go.
but chose to descend
We've got
into
auto,
the
we've got
depths
a
of the
skip.
caves.
Okay.
Allow me to ask.
Can you hear it now, chap?
What do you seek in this place? Ah, you wish to know about your past. About where you were and what you had.
Is the whole
before
thing
you
V8
arrived here
then?
in this moment. Unfortunately, I don't have the answer to that. A complete blank slate is the
Sounds
perfect
clear.
starting point for everything, don't you think? Who am I, you ask?
Yeah, who are you?
My name is Cosmos. I oversee a place. See that tower? Standing tall like a beacon to the heaven. Inside that tower lies a library that holds all the answers in the world. There you might find what you seek.
So I built a big tower and put
You
a
can
library
see
in it.
it. Good. You have beautiful eyes. Trust your eyes.
Yeah, so far this
And know
video
that
sounds
what you're
alright.
seeing
I do agree with
is
that,
not
T, yeah.
a mirage.
I do agree with that.
Now, the tower is yours. Take this pendant. It's the key to the library.
I like the way they've done this angle as well. It adds a bit of mystery to him.
Keep it safe and proceed
Keep
in
it
the
secret.
direction of the
Keep
tower.
it safe.
Your journey has just begun,
Okay.
while mine is coming to an end. Farewell, Outlander.
Oh wait, we took over his job then.
The person basking in the sunlight. All things have names, and all names have power. A name gives form to an object, and form fixes that object's spirit into place.
Objects.
What is your name?
CS7522. Pixel 3, huh? I agree with that though, yeah, because like, don't get me wrong, I'm loving Ark Knight story so far. Like, even today when I was banging my head against a brick wall with that event, not even just because like obviously we're struggling, I was just like, man, I can't wait to get back to the story. But I do agree, you know, if we had like some L2D work in the Yat sessions, shall we say, it would be insane. It would be insane. All right, then what we got here then? Top down, normal HD, ultra HD, free view. Ooh, I don't know. It feels like the game's supposed to be played in top down, right? Because that was all the footage we saw initially. And then we did see this more close in. Like, is this an afterthought, or was it always going to be like this? I feel like this was a thing that was added to the game at a later date. I don't know. I feel like we go with free view, maybe. Yeah, would you reckon, chat? Would you reckon? I think we go with free view. We go ultra HD, free view. You can swap. Oh, you can swap between them. Oh, that's good then. That's good then.
We're almost there.
I like her design.
You stay here for now. Others will be arriving soon.
A towering black monolith looms into view, piercing through the heart of the tower and drawing the eyes skyward, beyond the reach of sight. The monolith is impossibly smooth, yet utterly devoid of light, like a mirror forged from the night itself, melding brilliance and darkness into one. Unfamiliar glyphs are etched across its surface, radiating an ineffable aura of mystery. As I stare into it, a strange sensation takes hold, an eerie certainty that it is staring back, like an eye submerged in the abyss. Whoa, shit, wait a minute. Oh, yo, proper full-on first person. I did hear that there was some first person stuff. Okay, that's kind of wild. Oh. I think we're... a few beers, maybe? We're going over to this then.
Why are you bringing an outsider here, Zero? We haven't received any visit requests from our allies lately. If it's some lost traveler, just erase their memory and send them back to the nearest town.
Damn, I ain't never forgetting those. I ain't never forgetting those.
Those clothes don't belong to the people of Obed. How did someone like that end up here by accident?
Nana,
There we go.
this person is holding the director's keepsake.
A calm statement. Missed it. The woman who had just been warm and gentle now fixes me with a piercing gaze. Nana steps forward, the tone slightly easing as her footsteps.
I'm Nana. What's your name?
Yeah, I think she needs to have that good posture with them, dude, you know? Give her my real name.
Where did you get this?
Tell Nana about my conversation with Cosmos. This dude looks intimidating over here.
Cosmos gave you the Library of Babel, you say?
It's like he could be in Bleach or something. At that moment, the black monolith shifts ever so slightly, almost what was that? Let me see. As if the eye lurk. Oh my god, it's going too quick for me. I need to turn the auto off. I glance around, but no one else seems to notice. I only seem to feel that something is shifting in the air. As indescribable tension brews in the suffocating silence. And indescribable.
Do you know what it means to hold this pendant?
No. I will take charge of this place. No?
Before Cosmos left, he mentioned that the one who holds this pendant is the prophesied seer,
Okay.
and that we must support that person unconditionally.
Prophesied seer. What is the menu system really saying me?
That prophecy is true or not. This person seems completely unaware of our world.
Seer can
We're
sense the
definitely trying to
existence of
crush
this tower.
apples with our shoulder blades here, aren't we?
Make your guest one of us.
There's no point in arguing now. Let's gather Seer's bio information and
Their argument goes on, but their voices gradually fade into the distance. I wonder how long that would have gone on if I'd have waited. All the world, the monolith grows taller, more solemn with each passing moment. No, this isn't just my imagination. It truly is watching me, calling out to me. Without realizing it, I take a step towards it.
Seer? Seer!
it's the
Yeah,
the beacon is awakening.
not blown away
It's
by
been
nanas,
dormant
at
for
least so
many
far.
years. Why is it?
Because I'm the chosen one, don't you know? Don't you know this is how things
The
work?
Library of Babel is opening.
Okay. What we renting then, man? What we renting? His weapon's interesting though. Damn, bro. Some Hogwarts shit. I quite like her design though. It's quite simple, like, you know, but I kind of like it. It's a grand staircase, isn't it, in Hogwarts?
Stay close to me. This
I'll be
place
in
is
control.
dangerous.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Can I not watch it at the moment? Oh, can I? Yeah, I need to rebind these keys. Tap skill 1 to use vigor points to unleash a falling feather. After making a hit with falling feather, tap skill 1 again to trigger the enhanced attack blade feather. Most skills consume vigor while landing basic attacks on enemies restores a small amount of vigor. Okay. Okay, that's kind of cool though. We got to get that changed. Oh, that's so weird. So weird to have space as an attack. It's crazy. Instinctively, I shut my eyes, but instead of pain, I feel only the soft brush of feathers graze my cheek. Then a dull thud echoes behind me. The nameless humanoids attempting to ambush me from behind disintegrate into particles of light as the bird crashes into them. Stunned, I watched as it circles once in the void before descending towards Zero.
Come here, On.
Oh, look, he's a little cute birdie. Its golden wings fold in, the bird shrinks into a palm-sized finch and lands lightly on Zero's fingertips, tilting its head as it observes me. Too many impossible things have happened in such a short time. I'm starting to grow numb to the conspicuous absurdity before me. What are those things?
Indeed. You knew nothing about this place before you arrived.
I don't understand what you mean. Am I just supposed to accept all of this?
I can't provide any further information until I confirm your identity. Relax. I'll ensure your safety until the beacon is deactivated. As long as you stay within my sight.
Okay.
I need to find my other comrades. Stay close to me. It's dangerous here.
There's a character named Logos in this as well. Is he Song Knights too?
Shamash. Where are Nana and the others?
He gazes into the endless abyss. Zero follows his gaze and lets out a soft sigh. The bird perched on his shoulder tilts its head curiously towards the abyss as well.
Let's hope they're not caught up in the unknown sector.
Shamash simply strides up to me.
Stand back.
I didn't expect his voice to sound like that. His voice muffled beneath the layers of bandages carries an undeniable commanding authority.
Don't move.
My body instinctively obeys and steps back. Then, countless humanoid figures flicker out of the darkness behind him, surging towards us. Yeah, he's very generic, isn't he?
Judgment begins.
Dude's voice doesn't... I don't know, it just doesn't seem to fit his look. Tap the character portrait to switch characters. Switching near enemy triggers and entrance attack. So we've got intros then. And switch out character recovers vigor faster. Okay. So I instinctively went to pressing left click then.
Fluttering wings. Fluttering wings.
So what's lock on then? An ultimate skill gauge is full. Tap the ultimate skill button to perform an ultimate skill. Actions like attacking or killing enemies fill the ultimate skill gauge.
Bow before the sun's brilliance.
Okay, so we got a shield with my guy. Yeah, we've got to sort the controls out because this is ass. That's a cool looking enemy though. He got candles on his hands. So have you got a lock on? When a monster attacks you... Alright. You can cover him in text. You can dodge the attack by using dodge when the timing is right. Okay, so left shift.
Ignorance.
Okay. When triggering perfect dodge, gain temporary invincibility. Alright. Oh shit. Yeah, man. This is so weird using space. So weird. It feels so uncanny.
Complete insight. Complete insight.
It just makes it alien to attack, like. You know? Ooh, okay. You said don't get sucked into that. Don't think I can I? Oh wait. Oh wait. Oh wait, I think we can. Customize battle buttons, I'm assuming. No, it's not that. That's just literally adjusting it from mobile, I think, yeah. Okay. Going to button. Here we go. Here we go. Interact, combo burst, basic attack. Right, okay. So do we have a free... Do we have free camera movement? Adjust camera. Do we have free... Can we have free camera movement with this? Let's back out a second. Yeah, no. Okay. We need to sort that out then.
It's okay. I'm
need to
still
sort that out.
alive. See ya. Release your grip.
My choice a minute. It's a bit of a scuff control system, but it'll probably feel better than what this is at the moment. Discord's working now, is he? I think I might, if I can rebind, look around with one of my mouse buttons, not my right mouse but click, one of my side mouse buttons. It's not exactly perfect, but Zero's Call and the Giant's Roar have faded into the distance, but the pain never comes. Once steady on my feet, I open my eyes. It was just making, like, I was discombobulated with dodging and everything then, because it just feels so alien. Maybe when you're in the top-down mode, it won't, maybe when you're in the top-down mode. This is why I think this viewpoint was an afterthought. Because obviously you don't really require that so much in the top-down mode. I feel like this game was specifically designed for that. And then they decided to go into this viewpoint, like, you know what I mean? It's though infinity itself has been sliced, rearranged, and reconstructed where moments and eternity eerily stand still. Pixel Tree? Who's this?
There you are.
You know, it's ex-Kuro devs, alright. That's what Kuro do, don't they? You know, even when you leave the company, you still do it. You know?
For a long, long time.
Yeah, it makes sense. I think that's how the game was always supposed to be designed. Because all the early footage I saw of this game was all in that isometric viewpoint. And then later on, I started to see these other viewpoints. I was like, wait a minute, have they changed the game now? But obviously, they'd added in it as a later point, probably to appeal to the WoA, PGR, you know, the action-orientated fan base, I guess. I don't even necessarily needed that, though, because, like, I'm really looking forward to Stellasora. I'm okay with isometric top-down visuals, personally. Maybe not everybody is, though, so I guess I can understand you. The silhouette utters a name, but it fails to leave even the faintest trace in my mind.
This is the borderland the library has created for you, your sanctuary, and your connection to everything.
Okay.
You can come back to this place whenever you want, and through it, you can reach anywhere you desire. However, when you return to your story, you'll forget everything that happened here. Hold my hand.
So we don't have amnesia, just selective amnesia. I have countless questions, my throat tightens if squeezed and no sound escapes. I can only obediently place my hands in theirs.
I have granted you full access within this realm.
Nice, appreciate it. Nice, yeah, I really appreciate that.
Now, I will send you away to where it all began. Farewell.
So we're gonna go back in time and forget everything, yeah? Huh? Why am I standing here? The last thing I remember is being grabbed by the giant and thrown out. What happened next? My mind went blank, as though my memories had been edited. The events in between are lost to me. However, the collapsing world won't allow me to stay immersed in my thoughts. The endless steel fortress made of servers is withering. The shattered iron walls scatter through the air, exceedingly gruesome as though trampled by a vast army. There was no one around before, but within a blink of an eye, that's going too quick now. A long scarlet. Oh my god, man! You just sped up. The text has just sped up massively. What's going on? Why is he going so fast?
It's you, Seer. So,
What was that?
is this when we first met?
It's like the game was like having trouble reading. Bet. She murmurs as she walks towards me, her tone familiar, as if we were old friends who haven't seen each other in years.
Oh? How
Oh, she got a big
strange.
scythe. I like that.
You, in this era, have already gained the permissions.
Okay.
Who granted you the permissions? And when did that happen?
Just. Have we met before?
I know you, but you don't know me. At least not now.
Okay, so she knows we forgot then.
As much as I'd like to catch up, the current situation doesn't allow it.
So is it preordained amnesia, yeah? Preordained amnesia. Okay, hold up. Attacking monsters builds up anomaly points. Once a meter is full, monsters enter an anomaly state with each element triggering different effects. Okay.
Listen up
Right,
and remember every word I'm about to say. You're still inside the anomaly. You've arrived in a sector 24 hours ahead of your timeline.
why is this locked?
What you're seeing now is the future that's bound to happen.
Why can't I move this? Oh, is this just the actual distance? Okay, I don't care about that. That's just to zoom in and out, yeah. What about actually just... Okay. Cannot mess with that at all. Joystick fixed, not fixed. Joystick fixed. What does that mean? What happens if I fix that? Hold up. I think we might have to go to the isometric viewpoint. Yo, I kind of like her though, I'm not gonna lie. I need to put the game on a full screen as well, I think. I keep clicking out the game.
Let's be a bit more serious.
All my days, bro. Oh, I hate this. Why have games got to be like this? It's like I'm clicking outside the game constantly. Customize battle buttons. Go to global settings. Can't actually. We don't need to worry about that, do we? I'm not tabbed into the game, am I either? Okay. Is this what people mean by bad launch? Yeah, this is not great. So, obviously, having left mouse button is better, but it's just windowed mode basically. I scroll to the left and I just go straight out there. So, as I'm attacking now, my mouse is just going out of the game and I'm clicking on chat. Hold basic attack button to unleash heavy attack and interrupt the enemy's attacks.
You have the permissions to
Okay, so we got
access the
similar
library
to
of Babel. You are the
Hoover
seer.
system, yeah?
Don't doubt yourself. You will become the director of MAON.
Yeah, I think we might
And
have to
you
go back
must
to the
do it.
space, man. It feels horrible, but
Then let's
we've
be a
got the
bit more
ability
serious.
to adjust the camera at the moment, you know what I mean?
Here it comes.
This is very much the... again, I don't think this game was supposed to be made in this viewpoint. Slowly, a golden sphere rises from the distant ruins. It has no sharp edge. At the moment it comes into view, a prickling sensation fills the atmosphere. We'll try out the other viewpoint. See what that's saying. Because, yeah, that's not great, man. No one knows what force drives its smooth movement. The sphere floats in the air, like the sun hanging in the sky, surrounded by a golden ring resembling the corona of a star. Directly in front of the sphere is a massive void, initially dark, but now gathering light within. Yeah, I think you might be right, Reldon. I think switching to the other viewpoint.
This realm.
I think the game was designed for that. I think that was just an afterthought, if I'm honest. I don't know why.
It will obliterate this place completely.
I don't know why I added in if there wasn't going to build the controls properly for him. It's probably why spacebar is attack as well. Because I'll try and look around and I'm just...
But we still have a chance. This sphere is actually
let me attack that guy to my left. Oh no, I'm going to ban somebody by accident.
There is a command to stop it. Find Tasmi, and he'll help you discover that command.
Yo, Neo, what's up, dude?
Go find that command and reshape the doomed future.
I want to call them these bugs. These are features that are
the only one who
acting
can
like
save
bugs.
Everyone.
What on earth is this?
I understand.
Can't use it on
that you're
BlueStacks
confused.
either.
You don't need to understand my words.
That sucks.
Just remember them. Then,
yeah, I think I'm going to try that out, well done.
To my past self, who knows nothing about any of this.
The sphere continues to rise, with any debris or wreckage it touches, silently dissolving into its radiance. But then again, though, it's ex-Kuro devs, like I said, so it's kind of canon that it's got a rough launch. The light at its core has reached its peak, poised to erupt at any moment. Oh.
Farewell. Oh. I guess it's see you later.
RVA's good, yeah. RVA seems alright. You got the limited rate up to the very last... Oh, nice, man. Nice. Let's go. That Florence character looks dope. When you fall in a dream, you jolt awake in reality. I snap my eyes open, gasping for air. Everything in my vision is still hazy. Oh, we having a waifu wake-up scene. Let's go.
Calm down.
Let's go.
Take a deep breath.
Ooh, okay. It's a big titty lady, yeah. A hand rests on my chest, applying gentle, rhythmic pressure, guiding me to steady my breathing. Finally, my vision focuses. Jesus! Oh my god, yeah, perfect. Perfect. Just wake up.
Great. You're finally awake. Don't worry. The beacon is dormant, and the anomaly is gone. You're safe now.
Well, thank you.
Your sudden fall really startled us. Luckily, Zero caught you. I've looked you over, and everything seems okay. Do you feel any discomfort?
Every voice acting sounds better than it did just. I can't answer Nana's question. I'm annoyed with as fuck with Amazon, son of a bitch and like my package. Yeah, man, I'm waiting on my new mouse mat, man. It's not going to come till after the 14th, I'm gutted. I carefully look around. The giant who tried to kill me and the girl who vanished, the flash of light are nowhere to be found, and the space itself has returned to a more comprehensible state. It seems I've returned to the base of the tower once again. What is a dream and what is reality? The events that have occurred in such a short time have surpassed my ability to comprehend and process.
How much longer do you plan to stay in this state?
I don't know, I've got a very nice view.
If you can move your legs, stand up.
Alright. I tried to push myself up to stand, but my legs refused to cooperate. The little bird on Zero's shoulders shakes its head and chirps impatiently at my lack of movement, as though scolding me for not getting upright. Away. Then seeming to back up Zero's word, it takes flight and charges straight at me. I guess it come from China, really.
I know you must have so many questions. But first, tell us, what just happened to you?
Let me Abby's signing it first.
It's okay if you're still trying to wrap your head around it. We got caught up in this anomaly called the Library of Babel. Just tell us what you remember in the order it happened from your point of view. Then we'll try to answer your questions.
I rub my swollen forehead, casting a resentful glance at the culprit who left me dizzy and disorientated. The bird seems completely unrepentant, continuing to fly erratically while chirping loudly like an incessant noise.
On. Quiet down.
Zero raises a hand in one swift, precise motion, snatches the noisy bird mid-flight, cutting off its chirps instantly. Oh, there's a little cute birdie. I turn my gaze back to Nana, who greets me with a warm smile. Recount everything I experienced after being thrown by the giant. I thought we forgot though, didn't that woman say we'd forget? The words spilling from my mouth seemed like something out of a fantastical tale. Had I not lived through it myself, I wouldn't have believed it either. To my surprise, no one shows even the slightest hint of doubt. On the contrary, the more I speak, the heavier the atmosphere becomes.
So you and Zero were attacked by an unknown giant within the anomaly, and you were thrown to a distant sector where you met Erishon.
Not even the 14th, it could be between the 14th and the 21st.
That explains how you ended up falling down from the top of the tower.
Are you gonna piss?
Any clue about this, Zero?
No. But it doesn't matter now. I eliminated that giant, and it won't pose any further threat to us.
But we haven't figured out its true nature. That leaves me worried.
We're beating the Frenchies. As I watch the two of them start discussing, I can't help but feel amazed. Do you really believe what I'm saying? Who is Erishon? What exactly are the anomaly and beacon you mentioned?
Well, I'm also eager to answer your questions.
I'm not gonna lie.
But before that, we need to verify if what you said is true.
Right, I'm not gonna lie. Let me just let this what's it here. Of course, I always will give an opportunity, but just at first, very first impressions, the story and universe, whatever's going on the premise, isn't exactly hooking me. I kind of don't care. Now, obviously, as we learn a little bit more, hopefully, but it's a game's job to really get you on the hook right away. Again, PGR is a bit rough right at the start. And I know a lot of gacha games do fail at this. Like this initial first ever is usually quite rough. I think combined with the shoddy controls for that camera setup, isn't great. But I'm not shitting on the game. I'm not shitting on the game. All right, I'm not shitting on the game because obviously we've just started. We've literally just started. But I'm just pointing that out.
Hey, I brought back what Cosmos asked me
hey,
to get
easy.
from the Philippine
Yes, yeah, we're doing a little light one.
Can someone give me a hand with it?
So, are we? Is this set on Earth?
Seriously, why do I have to salvage a chunk of copper steel?
I do really like this L2D work.
It's really weighing me down, huh? Who do we
definitely
have here?
think like obviously Arknights has not got that now, but like Arknights could really benefit from something like this, couldn't he?
Did I come at a bad time? Why are you all looking at me like that?
It's actually quite immersive. How you doing anyway though, Easy? It's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're doing a cheeky late night one tonight because I can't get live in the afternoon tomorrow, can I? Just flew into the camera. Hey, it's me. Ancha. Oh, Zero and I are here. Looks like you've invited us all to somewhere unexpected. Why can I speak human language, you ask? It's only natural for a cute bird like me to speak human language, don't you think? Kind of. I've got a cute bird out there that speaks human language. Unfortunately, I can't actually do that. But hey, even if I am unable to speak, you understand what I'm trying to communicate, right? Words don't have to be spoken to be understood. you're hearing my words in your mind. Awesome. Is Black Beacon any good so far? It's a bit too early to say, really. Now, this cute bird's got some... I will say, it doesn't run on BlueStacks, though. But it's like one of those games that's like illegal operation, summer, and then it just cuts the game off. So it obviously doesn't want to be run on an emulator other than Google Play, which kind of sucks. So they've obviously made some sort of deal with Google Play. But Google Play is not great. But the control scheme's kind of ass. Space bars attack. And at the moment, because there's two viewpoints, there's an isometric ARPG viewpoint, which I think is how the game was designed. And then there seemed, as an afterthought, they've added in these more 3D over-the-shoulders, third-person action combat. And if you switch space to left-click, you then have no ability to move the camera around, which is a dumbass decision. And also the game's fully in window mode as well. So when you're attacking, I'm literally going out the game and clicking chat and everything, which is not great. As a head librarian, you still have many things you must do, but we're going to switch the viewpoint to the more isometric viewpoint in a minute, and that might make things feel better. But the combat seems like it could potentially actually be kind of enjoyable at first glances, so I'll give it that. Okay, go back to the point in time where you should be. This isn't exactly where everything got started, but it certainly is the most suitable starting point for you at this moment, okay? Okay, this is what we get out of it. Welcome to the backside of the world. Right, okay. Before you continue with your duties, head librarian, I must remind you that you are not alone on this journey, right? Zero seems to have chosen you, and since that's the case, you should let her accompany you, okay? That child has never been before taken a liking to anyone like this. Okay, so is this who we've got at the minute? We've just got these two, yeah? Shamash and Zero. I do like Zero's design, though, chat. I really do like her design.
I rarely engage in joint
the models do
operations
look
with
nice
others.
as well. Generic, like, don't get me wrong, this dude is as generic as it gets, yeah? But the models look nice. She is actually quite a gorgeous character, if you ask me. Not spectacularly, you know, stand-outish, but I think a very, very nice-looking character, right? All you're getting is a bathtub map and a door closer. I'm curious how well this works on actual mobile. I think the isometric probably might make it work. Yeah, definitely. I think it should probably work quite well, actually. Let's switch camera views and see how it feels then, and then we can get away with left-click being a basic attack that way then. How much are we going to be needing to switch our camera angle in that view? That's the question from the future.
What you just experienced is called an anomaly. The anomaly originates from that black monolith. We call them beacon. There are numerous beacons and anomalies in the world. That monolith is just one of them. The vision it creates is called the Library of Babel.
Okay.
To put it simply, when the beacon is activated, the space within the tower becomes infinite, and time itself materializes separately.
Right, okay.
This will result in the creation of a new Library of Babel that exists outside our timeline. So, theoretically, one can travel to the future within the Library of Babel. However, besides you, there is only one other person I know who has experienced it. Cosmos,
going into that like our hub,
the
I guess.
one who gave you the pendant. And the messages brought back by people like you are known as prophecies. We have constructed this tower to control and monitor the beacon and the Library of Babel for millennia. We call ourselves Emeon. As
I'll try it in a
time
sec,
has
easy.
passed,
I'll try it in a
the
sec.
beacon has been activating less frequently.
Was it shift,
I
shift
never
tab menu?
expected it to activate on your arrival.
A clear voice interrupts me.
So, my warm welcome is the shocking news that an outlander who knows nothing is now our new director?
Can I actually,
Your story is as intriguing as your name. It's fascinating that you traveled to the future in the Library of Babel and met another me in a future timeline. And according to my future self, you are destined to rescue us and prevent an evil conspiracy. Well,
I don't think I can then, yeah. Yeah, the game's just got no borders. And as if having sent something, she lowers her voice and her
you're
expressions
not
change.
welcome here. Leave. Now.
Oh, okay. The sharp difference between how she first treated me and how she acts now has left me completely confused.
Don't give me that look. I was just messing with you.
Without waiting for my response, Erisham turns to the others.
But seriously, doesn't this all sound absurd?
I suppose it makes sense
Some
now when
random
space is
outlander
attacked.
shows up out of nowhere claiming to be the seer, and now we're dealing with a piece of scrap metal that's supposed to turn into a bomb and destroy everything. Do you really believe that this copper sphere, lying on a seabed for who knows how long,
So what was these
can
guys
still be
doing beforehand? Was they
activated?
just chilling? Was they just like, was they just relaxing here? Like, was this just a chill spot for them? Once again, everyone's gaze fixates on the copper sphere that Shamash surface is covered in greenish silt and the bone-white remains of sea animals. Faint metallic patterns can be seen under the debris. They appear lifeless, just like the sphere itself. Yet just looking at it reminds me of the horrific scene, with it suspended high in the sky like the sun, dissolving everything. My body can't help but shudder.
What exactly is this thing?
I don't know. All Cosmos said was it's the remnants of an anomaly from Memphis. He said nothing on how it ended up buried in the Philistine Sea. Interestingly, though, I was attacked by the Nemesis while recovering it. That means our operation was compromised. And now, out of the blue, this unknown outlander breaks into our tower, claiming
So
to
we
be the
on Earth,
rightful
then?
owner of
We on
this
Earth?
place. Doesn't it all seem a bit too convenient? And even if we put all that aside, that annoying old man was the one who asked me to get this sphere. Are you suggesting that our dear director wants to blow us all up?
Stop. This is a meaningless debate based on nothing but guesswork, and it should stop now. Zero, you and Erishon take Seer to check the identification. Shamash and I will take care of this copper sphere. No more questions. Just do as I say.
FVA is definitely better now. Like when she first spoke, it was really uncanny. It's actually sounds okay now. If this tower were to lay flat on the ground, how long would it take to walk from one end to the other? I can't help but wonder while climbing these never-ending stairs. Furnishing and decoration shifted and changed with every step, altering from ancient to modern, crude to refined, primitive to contemporary, as if the staircase spirals up and around the central axis of history. Rather than a lifeless construct, the tower seems more akin to an ancient tree that has stood for millennia. Okay, we've got a study room. So I'm these kind of like living here then. Zero walks ahead of me. Her steps are smooth and steady. The 8-petaled golden flower hairpin at her ear shimmers. Erishon, on the other hand, trails behind me. Without turning around, I can feel her intense stare through my back. Trapped between an icy front and a scorching behind, I feel the need to break the silence and end this suffocating silence. Where are we heading?
The top of the tower. I need to collect your biometric data and cross-reference it with the World Population Database to verify your identity.
What exactly is this place? She wants to, do you want to do then? DNA test me, yeah? Run me through the box, yeah?
Have
my
you ever heard the
details.
legend of the tower that reached the
See if you
heavens?
got any warrants. I'd be lying if I said no. Humanity united to build a tower in order to reach the gods' domain. The gods, to thwart their ambition, punished humanity by forcing them to speak different tongues. Oh, God, so this is based on the actual proper Tower of Babel then, yeah? Unable to understand one another, the humans scattered and the tower eventually collapsed. It seems like every civilization has had similar tales to explain why there is such a huge divide between peoples.
It is a legend, and it is not. To be precise, it became just a legend one day. 57 years ago, Cyril launched its first satellite into space. That was the moment when mankind saw the whole world with their own eyes. The concept of heaven was shattered, and the tower built to reach it naturally lost its purpose. At that moment, it was reduced from reality to legend. If you were an ordinary person, you would not be able to see this tower. Because it's been forgotten by the collective subconscious of humanity, any ordinary person cannot recognize its existence. Which means, you must be one of us.
What? The fuck is she talking about, bro? What the fuck is she talking about, bro? Hold on. Yo, Joel, what's going on, bro? How you doing, man? How's things, lad? I don't... What is she on about? Exactly, bro. Dude's thinking exactly what I'm thinking. Erisham suddenly creeps up behind me and whispers softly into my ear.
Haven't you realized it yet? You are now part of the legend.
Who is that
Welcome
VA, man?
to the
I've
other
heard her
end of the
before.
world. Seer.
Although her voice is so near, it feels like it's coming from the depths of the abyss. Okay. I hate to be critical right off the start. This is not a hook, right? This is not a hook. So it's kind of like based on obviously the legend of the Tower of Babel. The tower was built. The gods scattered us, but did they? And obviously, that's why obviously like even in human history, that's what, you know, we came up with the idea of different languages because of that. But then we launched a satellite and realized that it wasn't the gods, and we were just like, ah, fuck it now. We don't want to build it anymore. And now the tower's not here anymore? Or was that just a figurative statement? Rather than a literal statement? I don't know, but the tower literally wasn't there. And now we're in this tower because we're the, I guess, the caretaker, I suppose, now? And these random people are just chilling there for... what? I'm lost. I'm fucking lost. That was a lot of lore in one combo. The root of the story is from the... I think so, yeah. That seems to be what the... Well, they're not just even... It doesn't seem to even be like an inspiration. It seems to be a literal reference to it, doesn't it? Right, Roldan. I'm doing good, dude. Thank you. I'm doing good. How's life, man? How's life treating you? All of a sudden, intense chill climbs my spine up to my skull. I'm not hating, though. I'm not hating. Like, you know, my eyes widen at the familiar sensation. I think he got tricked into taking ownership of this crappy tower. While the other guy pieced out. It's like, dude had a fucking car, he knew the gearbox was about to go. He's like, I'll tell you what, I'm doing you a deal. I'm doing you a deal. How's about I'll sell you this for half price? As soon as the ground under my feet begins to tremble, Erisham reacts. Erisham rushes me towards Zero, shielding us with her body. In the next moment, a huge force sweeps across the sky like a hurricane, sweeping away all order.
The beacon.
That was cool. That was cool how she threw that thing to... Oh shit, she got sucked off. Okay. Let's... How do I switch the, How do I switch the fucking view? aspect ratio supports. So will that take us to the isometric viewpoint, will it? I'm able to change perspective while in focus mode. What's lock on? I don't think we can even lock on, can we? 'Cause
Complete
obviously,
insight.
like I say, it's supposed to be really
Are
in
you all
isometric,
right?
isn't he? In game, you hold Alt and move the mouse wheel. Yeah, I'm good.
I see.
That you can't be locked on. Upon receiving my affirmative response, she immediately shifts her attention to her surroundings. The question didn't carry any empathy or emotion, as if it were just a routine task. Hey, you ain't got to worry about not being in streams, dude. Don't worry about it, man. You're good.
The beacon has been
Ain't
activated
gonna
again.
apologize, brother.
And now
The
we are in
beacon
the
is-
Library of Babel.
Okay.
But do not worry. We are in the primordial sector,
Who
the border
activated it this
between the
time then?
library and reality. Once the beacon is deactivated, we will return to reality, just like before.
The primordial sector. So who reacted it? Turn it on this
Yes.
time then?
The library is divided into the primordial sector and the unknown sector. The primordial sector corresponds to a specific area, known as the prototype, within the tower in reality. The unknown sector was created by the library itself through the method of exhaustion. If you are not in the primordial sector when the beacon is deactivated, you will not be able to get back to the real world.
Right, okay. I think I get that.
She accidentally ended up in some other sector.
Slight frown appears on her face. Don't get along with her, huh? I didn't look very accidental.
I do not understand why you are asking, but since you are the seer, I am obligated to answer all your questions.
Why?
From where I stand, I do not hold any grudges against her, though I cannot say whether she feels the same way.
A calm gaze stays fixed on me. Almost as if, wait, maybe we can go search for her together. I asked hesitantly.
Understood. Please stay by my side. I will protect you.
Okay.
Go scout the area ahead on.
Okay, smart send the bird. Is that your pet?
Its name is Ansu, but it is better not to call it that unless urgent. All beings
it
have
An,
names, and names hold power. Calling something by its true name reveals its true nature.
Oh, is that when it turns into that, like, glowing phoenix thing? Although her answer does not exactly address my question, I've somehow gotten used to her way of talking. Let's call it Anchirp then. She's like, no, I'll call it On. Okay, a bit, bro.
I think I just heard a noise from that bookshelf.
You can't even tell, you know, with the design of the environment as well. This game is definitely meant to be played isometrically, isn't it? Something seems off about the bookshelf over there.
The way these books are arranged seems to be hinting at something.
Okay. Is it some kind of binary code?
I do not
yeah, I just
think so.
noticed.
I cannot decipher any valid information from it.
Is it Morse code?
Yes,
Is that SOS? Do you know what it means?
It means
Oh.
do not trust her.
Okay. Huh?
I do not know. Looks like someone tried to send us a message through these bookshelves. Do you have any thoughts?
Okay, so I'm guessing the main character then is just a chosen one self-insert then, yeah, so far. The character, our character literally just doesn't seem to be anything at all other than a bunch of questions, right? Looks like some kind of warning. Which I'm not against. I'm not against
Who left
sometimes
these
these, like, you know,
messages?
kind of
And
vapid
what were they
self-insert
trying to warn
characters.
us
I'm
about?
fine with if it works.
We should let Erashan know about this. She is more attuned to such things than I am. Perhaps she may have some insight.
Okay, let's... If you get lost, you can check the golden directional marker at the character's feet. Tap the quest column to enable navigation. Takes effect in some scenes. Okay, let me, what is it? Alt? Yes. Yeah, that's definitely better, isn't it? I do need to adjust it so that you can rebind a directional key, because it would be nice to play the game as well like that, you know? See, you can still move the camera. I suppose if you play it like this, you're just going to have to play it with spacebar as attack, yeah? You know? I feel like you've just got to. A beam of light always chooses the swiftest route. Yeah, this game is definitely designed to be isometric, wasn't it? Definitely. I think that that view switch was definitely a thing that added at a later date. Because like I said, the very first, all the footage I saw of this game initially was from this sort of viewpoint, you know what I mean? Feels like you could really do with a controller. Yeah, this probably would be quite nice with a pad, yeah.
This is what happens to the lost ones. No need to feel sorry for them. They're merely byproducts that the library has not fully digested.
The combat is kind of nice, though. I'm not gonna lie, you know what I mean? They just gotta tweak the controls for PC. You know, don't give me two optional viewpoints if one is like vastly superior than the others. The library is filled with unknowns. A bit of exploration might yield unexpected rewards. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. I'm assuming they're character leveling mats. See, here's level 1. Alright. Proceed. I definitely think there's going to be some post-launch patches required here. I do.
Relax.
Oh, we're doing, okay.
The laws of physics in the library do not work the same as in reality.
Oh, okay. You have got to get your
Let's
dodge on
keep
point, then,
moving.
yeah. Okay. When combo charge is ready, tap the button to activate combo burst for your team. While in the combo burst state, all your team members gain a significant bonus to stamina restoration and skill cooldown. Remaining duration of combo burst is displayed in the timetable on the right side of the screen. Okay. Combo charge consists of 2 phases: the moment of ascension as shown in the first image, and the moment of opulence as shown in the second image. When triggered by the moment of opulence, combo burst lasts for a longer duration. Additionally, when in backline member is swapped in for the first time, they automatically cast in their combo skill. Okay, so we've got intro skills. We have combo skills as well. So the intro skills always happen, but combos act kind of like a concerto intro skill. Is that what that is? Tap the button to release the combo skill and activate combo burst. Okay.
4.
Okay. That feels kind of nice, actually. Interesting. This seems like it potentially has quite a nice combat system if they can just really, you know.
Chains find only the sinners.
Let's work on these controls a little bit and sort out the full screen. Ooh, that was kind of nice, actually. That was kind of nice. Now the controls are kind of ass. So, like, you can either have... So, like, for this viewpoint, it's fine. But if I want to go into that, like, more third-person viewpoint, left-click, like, basic attack spacebar default. But I've got it as left-click at the moment. But if you go into that third-person mode, you then can't control the camera. And then the game's permanently windowed, so it's my mouse is just constantly going off-out of the game, which is not great, of course. It's super frustrating when that happens.
We have entered the
even though I'm
unknown
full
sector,
screen on
a derivative sector created by the library itself
game.
through the method of exhaustion.
Exhaustion? She walks to a bookshelf, takes a book, and hands it to me. You can I can definitely feel like the PGR inspiration here. What's written in this book? What does it even mean?
Nothing. What is written here does not make any sense. Do you know why the earliest humans built this tower? Because they discovered that if they offered their words and knowledge to the library, it would generate new knowledge based on what they had given.
Offered?
By infinitely arranging and combining these words, all the history that has ever happened, the things that are happening now, and the prophecies that have yet to come, will be provided by the library.
Right, Rishi?
Just
right?
like a conjunction in mathematics, this string of digits contains all possible
I tried to
combinations
run it
of
on
numbers.
BlueStacks, it was having none of it.
Similarly, the library contains all possible combinations of words.
Have you tried it on LD Player
This
by any
library
chance?
serves as a
Or is it just,
repository
like,
for the
must have
entirety of
a little,
humanity's known and unknown knowledge.
I reckon they got a little deal going on with
holds
Google.
every
I know some
question
games you
ever
can just get
asked
straight
by
banned anyway,
humanity,
but
with
do you
all
reckon
the
they got a
possible
little,
answers to those questions.
little deal going on with Google Play Beta? What was the score in the end? 2-1. I wanted to watch the first half. I wanted to watch the football, but I really wanted to check this game out as well. United win 2-1. I was 2-2 in the end. Man, we're fucking shit. They scored in the 95th minute. Are you kidding me, bro? I need to sack fucking Anana, man. That fucking idiot. The first goal was ridiculous. You heard Zero's voice before. I've heard Erisham's voice as well before. It's all useless. The purpose of information lies in its retrieval, not creation. Simply compiling everything is the same as having nothing.
Here, you will find everything,
Or I was too slow.
but nothing you seek.
Okay.
You will be lost in an endless sea of information.
Lost?
If we go any deeper, we may end up on the path of no return. We have to get back to the primordial sector.
Okay. She's talking about doom scrolling, yeah. She's talking about the internet.
Look for bookshelves that are
The
arranged
anti-cheat
in an
doesn't work with
orderly
emulators.
way.
Kicks you out of the game in 10 seconds, yeah. I saw that. Obviously, I knew it was because of the emulator, but the code that came up, I was like, what is that code then? What does that reference to? And it was saying cheating. And I was like, yo, the game's accusing me of cheating. In any room, well, I suppose, you know, if you are playing like something like PUBG, I guess I can kind of understand it, but like, come on, bro. Just be like all the other games, man. Just allow it to run on the other emulators, you know what I mean? It's like, fuck's sake. In any room when a non in combat, use pinch to zoom to adjust the camera view. Obviously, how the fuck am I supposed to do that? Pinch to zoom and switch to free view. We just use, I guess we just use.
Remember,
just use that, yeah.
follow the passage with the most orderly arranged bookshelves,
So he
and you
does
will
want you to
find a
switch
way
to that
out.
viewpoint then. Okay. I need to work on that then. path with the most organised books, so I kind of need to be in this viewpoint, don't you? See, because I've got basic attack on there now. Just use Google Play PC,
That is
no need
not
for
the way.
emulator. Yeah, but it
Choose your
sucks though,
path
doesn't it?
carefully.
Right, I'm gonna have to switch my controls back now, yeah. So that's the problem. So the problem there, because we got to look around now. Because we got to look around. I've got basic attack bound to left mouse key. So it's like I can't look around properly.
That marking. It must be Ares' doing.
Game definitely feels better in this sort of perspective. Feels like it was designed for that, like, you know what I mean?
These traces are new.
Google Players
Causing
key
widespread
mappings.
damage,
You can
behaving
change
impulsively,
you can change
and showing a
the
blatant
button
disregard for the
inputs.
consequences. Quite the way for her to behave.
But
If we continue to
there's no
follow these
option for the
traces, we
camera
will find
control
her in
to
no
be
time,
changed to something else.
barring any unforeseen circumstances.
You know what I mean? I don't think through here. See, I've got basic attack set as space through here, but even though I've changed it in the game, there's no camera controls, so to speak. It's like if you go into here, like, and then get your buttons as well. Obviously, you got your move up, dodge, interact, combo burst, basic attack. So I've got basic attack as left click now. That's a camera control as well. But there's no option, as far as I'm aware, to change the camera control to something else. Because like, what I was going to do was I was just going to change it to like one of my side mouse buttons for the time being. Otherwise, it means having to have basic attack as space, which I really don't want to. All they need to add in, which would help massively, is to have be able to map your the camera control. So hopefully they'll work on that. It's like it's fine when you're in these, so I don't need to worry about the camera. But if I go into this other view, I'm gonna have to go with basic attack being space. Otherwise, you know, you can click and then, you know, just hold. But it's not very intuitive at all. It's really not very good. And even though the game's in full screen, it's not in full screen. So you're constantly okay, now my mouse is just showing as well. It's not the best. It's launch. I'll let it slide because it's a launch. You know what I mean? Have Resistance Liberation set to my right mouse button. See, like I'd probably do that as well. Set it to one of my side buttons. The camera control. It's not great, but for now I'd work with it. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, no go. This game sucks. Get your money back. Is it clicker? You can just hold it in. You can just hold it in. You can just hold it in. But you like, every time you want to change camera angles, you're always going to have a first basic attack hit. You know what I mean? Which is kind of annoying, isn't it, really?
This is the second time. You've noticed it too? Something feels
What does it mean?
irreversible.
Hopefully easy, hopefully,
that is
yeah.
the direct
Because
translation.
if they're not going to let us use it on other emulators, Google Play Games have got to step up and you know, and so have the devs and you know, if they're going to force us to use Google Play Games, they've got to make it work.
Irreversible.
I can't be the only
What is
one who's,
irreversible?
you know, seeing this as a little bit cumbersome. Should we say? I'd probably say that's the best word to use. It's not terrible. You know, it's just a bit cumbersome, like.
Complete insight.
Like, I feel like I probably should switch basic attack back to space, but like, I never thought in my life I'd hear myself say, should I remap my key back to basic attack being space button? Space bar? You know? I know we've got to go that way, but let's have a look. It did say, what's that? Take it. A repulsive sphere will push the character away. You can pass it by fixing it. By fixing it in place some way.
Fluttering wing.
Yes, I can't. Oh, what's this? I guess this is what I want to do, yeah. Head librarian's permission required. I'm guessing that'll sit it in place, so yeah. There still is the odd little audio glitches here and there for the Google Plays beta.
The pendant. It's glowing.
Tap the level skill button to use Cosmos's pendant, which creates a time-free zone on the target, immobilizing all non-friendly units in the area for 3 seconds. The cooldown is 10 seconds, and it cools down faster outside of combat. Okay, V. This control scheme's a bit fucking weird.
Full.
Okay. But the combat, once you're in it though, does kind of feel snappy, you know?
It
you
seems
can definitely
you
feel
have
like
the
that.
ability to freeze the flow of time in a small
DNA
area
in there
within
a
the
little bit,
library.
like. It's just the control scheme
Perhaps this
really
power
letting
can
it
be
down.
of use.
Like, if this was a proper traditional control scheme, I feel like this would feel really, really nice, actually. That's why I'm not, like, I'm not shitting on it, because I'm just thinking, you know, as soon as we get a control scheme update, I'll, all my criticisms in that regard will probably go out the window. Okay. We like these bookshelves, don't we? Let's go find Erisham first.
Sure.
I don't think we're going to be able to do anything with it, are we?
Well, doom is fated. That is what it said.
Okay. I wonder if it actually does say that in Morse code. Probably, yeah. Somebody's trying to warn us of something. Okay. Apart from the little audio glitches, performance-wise, it seems okay as well at the moment. Oh, here's Erisham.
Looking pretty awful there, Zero. Are you in such a rush to seek my shelter?
Ah, okay, that's how we
No.
do it.
Not rather than wasting time arguing with me, focus instead on the situation at hand, Eri.
Where did you learn these
See,
boring
click
lines
tape side
from?
the game again then.
Did Cosmos teach you that?
Fluttering wing.
So annoying. Don't interrupt me while I'm talking. All Already calling that simpleton the seer, huh?
You are getting more vulgar. Is that a bad habit you picked up during your years outside?
Like, so what
No
are
one
these
can
guys
control
doing
the
here then, man? Are they
activation
just
of the
chilling?
beacon.
Are they just chilling,
What
like?
Sia said was true, and the
Before we
prophecy
turn
is
up?
true.
Like, yo, this is our
This
gaff
is
now.
enough to prove Sia's identity.
Yeah, what's going on with Poozen?
Or are you being
Yes, the streamer who
stubborn
speaks
for the
English.
sake
Or
of
is
the
it
impossible?
all non-English speakers playing easy? I do like that side,
This
though.
attitude. Caring
like
about
that side.
absolutely nothing. It's seriously disgusting.
Who is that
I wonder what
VHR?
it'll take to crack that icy expression of yours.
That voice is
I do
recognizable.
not understand why you are so fixated on something beyond your control.
What the fuck? That bird just twerking to us. Just remember our situation before you start fighting. Your words silence both of them.
By the way, Ere, we ran into something unusual on our way here.
Okay, so they're chill like that. She's calling Erisham Ere. Zero counts the peculiar bookshelves he saw during our journey to Erisham. Erisham just shrugs impatiently.
Is there anything in this place that isn't weird? Instead of getting sidetracked by irrelevant stuff, perhaps we should focus on what to do next.
She has got a point, though. You know? Obviously, the game's telling us to focus on it, but she's got kind of a point. All these wild shit's going on around us. We're like, oh, look at those books. They kind of look
How
like
long has it been?
look like Morse code.
Based on our
You know?
subjective time flow, it has been 2 hours and 25 minutes.
Okay.
That's surprisingly long. Didn't they say that its activation time has dropped to less than an hour over the past decade?
This time and the last time were unexpected.
Wait.
So are we just going to stand here and do nothing?
So it activates randomly on its own as well.
But
They
we
made a
still have a
Big
chance.
deal out of it when it activated when I
This
got
sphere
there.
is actually a machine that can be harnessed, and there is a command to stop it. Find Tasni, and he'll help you discover that command.
Okay. Oh, by the way, future you asked me. The future you asked me to find Tasni. Before I can finish my sentence, the air seems to grow still as both Zero and Erisham turn their gaze toward me.
That reminds me. Looks like we don't have to stand around and wait after all. There's one more thing we haven't verified yet.
Later they're going to sit
Didn't
and
you
talk about
claim you
books.
can scan the library? And didn't you say
Reading
that the future
smut.
me asked you to find Tasni?
Wait, when did we say we could scan the library? Yes, Miss Parrot. We got jokes now, have we? So who is this Tasni?
Must I go through all the stories? Zero.
Tasni is the 372nd director of Emaon.
He was the mentor of that annoying Cosmos. After passing the director's position to Cosmos, he ventured onto the path of no return and got lost in the library.
Right.
And that all happened 80 years ago.
Erisham's smile widens, yet her eyes darken.
So, if we want to see him, we have to go back 80 years.
Bro, I'm so fucking confused. None of this is making sense to me at all, I'm sorry. You know? I am a smooth brain, but none of this is making sense to me. Wait, let us take our leave for a moment. Before going deep into the library guide, Zero, just as I'm guiding you, we're going to level up character here a bit. Anyone can find their own life in the Library of Babel. Although, I'm not sure whether this saying is equally applicable to Zero. Develop, okay. Just before guiding her, you should at least first take a look at the materials in the library. Okay. Okay. Right, so it's typical 1 to 20, and then we're gonna have to kind of like promote our breakout, whatever you want to call it. HP 1300, attack 150, defense, elemental, critical hit rate 5%. Okay. Let me just go straight and upgrade, yeah? There isn't much time. Let's skip the part where we select things carefully and instead just stuff all the guidance related content here. Sure Zero won't have any trouble understanding this, okay?
I will record these experiences.
Okay, so we got a quick add thing, typical. If the paper cutter isn't sharp enough, it might not even be able to cut white paper. Improving a weapon's parry is also part of improving Zero's ability. Yes. We've got a sync. I'm guessing this is like for copies. I'm assuming, yeah. I don't want to spend too much on that because it's just a standard weapon, isn't it? Potential. Releases Brilliant Night, additionally increases all team members' attack by 10%. Now, is this our copies? Is this copies here, or is this preceding abilities not unlocked? So, this is our copies, yeah. Okay. Alright, let's have a look at what our copies do then. Increased damage dealt by Anzu's attack by 25%. Releasing Brilliant Night additionally increases all team members' attack by 10%. During the release of Radiant Blade, Zero's attack damage is increased by 60%. Increases the first strike damage of Radiant Blade by 20%. While passive skill library access is activated, Feather Light depletes 50% slower and Radiant Blade deals 10% more. So these are actually quite significant skill level +2. So it doesn't look like there's particularly any hit addition here, really. But they're quite significant, yeah? Hitting enemy solar initially increases charge damage by 10%. Passive skill, lower embodiment during this time, get a 10% light damage increase. So we're gaining a passive skill, though. Increase the damage of ultimate skill. Just verdict damage increases by 200%. Increase the damage of the final hit combo of consecutive basic attacks during Crime Reckoning by 70%. Okay.
Strength is the backing of the law.
The gacha system is how people describe it, though. As I say, you have the ability to retrieve the library. As a head librarian, you have the authority to invite individuals from various regions or even in different timelines to this place. Okay, this is our pool cannon, yeah? This very special privilege that only you have. But to be honest, why exactly are you the only one who's this special? I don't know. Why are we? Okay, so this is our banner. Okay. Mortal Wonderings. You said you got the character off the bat, yeah? Was it this Logos? Free for this round. 10 retrievals. Yeah, bro. Gamba! Gamba, chat. We're gambering. We're gambering. Rotate the pointer. Okay, so this is just like a starter banner. Is this one? Because we got the free. Lost time, seals time 10. Tank magical techniques, mechanical, sorry, techniques Mark 2. Moon Sand. Arc of Astrum. Indigo Shadow.
Excuse me, is the Duchess
Asti.
here?
So we didn't get the good character then, yeah? We didn't get the... Yo! Joe! What's going on, dude? What's going on? I think if you get asked... Oh, is it fixed then? It's fixed. Okay. Custom characters. Once you reach a certain threshold... What's going on, Jay? Welcome to the stream as well. Everybody gets Asti, okay. Once you reach a certain threshold, you'll be able to designate specific individuals to join us. After all, we are the leaders of the Secret Alliance. Even if you're unfamiliar with some of these people, now you will undoubtedly encounter them on your journey soon. Select character. Select one character from below after completing 30 retrievals for the first time in the Mortal Wanderings. I don't know. Okay, so that's our traces, yeah. Can I look at it a little bit more than just that? Like what the character is? No? View details. Oh, healed dot. Okay, so we got burst charge, a healed DOT. I kind of like the look of this logos. Synchro AoE. Synchro AoE. Self-damage single targets. Okay, well we're gonna absorb our own HP to increase our attack or something, are we there? I don't know. I feel like Logos looks really good, and I don't think you can ever go wrong with having a healer on your team, can you? You know? I'm gonna go with Logos because I like the look of her as well. Insufficient search attempts. Okay, so we need to do the search attempts and then we can do it, yeah? Okay. So this is our weapon banner, right? Right, let's have a look at the actual, what's it then? So, in this retrieval, every 10 attempts guarantees at least one 4 or 5 star character, and every 70 attempts guarantees at least one 5-star character. Right, so max pity is at 70, yeah? If you don't get a 5-star character after 40 consecutive retrievals, soft pity starts at 40. Probability of getting a 5-star character in the next retrieval doubles for every additional 5 retrievals without 5-star character. The probability increased further by a multiple of the base chance as a result. While the likelihood of receiving items other than a 5-star character decreases, their relative ratio remains unchanged. Once you successfully retrieve a 5-star character, the probability resets to the base rate. Okay, standard stuff. What is the base rate? Every time you obtain a 5-star weapon during a retrieval, you'll earn an additional 7 time-seeking seals. For each 4-star weapon, you gain 2 extra time-seeking seals, and with every 3-star weapon, you receive 10 lost time seals. Regardless of the method, including but not limited to retrieval, store, exchange, system, gifts, etc., obtaining duplicate 5-star character converts them to a character form, granting an additional 10 time-seeking marks. Okay. So is that like something that we can use like as almost like a coral store kind of thing? When the current potential level and form amount of 5-star characters reach a limit excess, forms will be converted to 15 time-seeking marks. Regardless of the method, including but not limited to retrieval, store, exchange, system, gifts, etc., obtaining duplicate 4-star, converts them to form, granting an additional 2 time-seeking. So I'm guessing we'll use them in like a store where we can potentially either buy copies or like other stuff. When the current potential level and form amount of 4-star reach a limit excess of form will be converted to 3. Okay. Odds info. So we got a 2.8%, 2.18% chance. So that goes to what? 4. What does it go to? 4.36 was it? 4.36 after 40. Blah blah blah. Dupes give coral basically, yeah. So the base chance is 1%. Sorry, the base chance is 1%. Okay. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. It's not the best. But the pity's not bad, is he? So is this when we've rocked up into our pity then, yeah? We're doubling into our pity, okay? Okay. Okay. How does the weapon banner work then? During the pool opening period, so you can use lost time keys to perform retrieval in the Divine Forge 40. Wait. Wait. Wait, did... Time seeking. Converts them into time seeking marks. Oh, lost time keys. Okay. For a split second then, I was like, is the stuff we're getting back off pools converting into weapon pools? No. Yeah, I thought we had an Enfield system then. I was going to be like, yo, that's insane. But that's not the case. In this retrieval, every 10 attempts guarantee at least one 4-star or 5-star weapon. And every 50 attempts guarantees at least one. So it's only 50 pulls for max pity. This is a permanent weapon retrieval. You can switch target weapons or transfer to minimum guarantee. Aim from 10. If you don't get a 5-star weapon after 25 consecutive... Shit, man. Soft pity at 25. This has got to be really fucking stingy, yeah. Because that's insane. So it's soft pity at 25 and a fucking guarantee at 50. Like most games, soft pity doesn't start to like 50, 60 anyway. You know? So they got to be stingy, right? Otherwise, this is like one of the most, I guess, really, like super friendly gacha systems. I feel like, where's the store? Where's the store? A second. I need to have a look at the, where do we actually buy currency? Here we go. Chep, you got any Zero, just got any you. Oh, force me to do this shit, man. You already know how to do this. Yeah. I like the look of this character, though. I hate it when games do this, so.
This reminds me of my days as an apprentice steward.
Okay. Because you're the head of the library here and I happen to be an especially sweet considerate little bird. Okay, we got an awaken one's gift. Right, okay. Right. Okay, alright. Runestone store. Right. Okay. So 980. Obviously we get the bonus, but we'll remove the bonus because like obviously we'll just look at it as it's 980 for 13 quid. $980 for 13 quid, yeah? Fucking hell, man. Hold up. Jesus. At least we're getting a pull thing every day. Where's it retrieval? 980 for 13 quid, yeah? So how many does that equivocate to? Key store. Okay, so 150 for both keys, right? So it's costing us 150 per pull. And we get 980. So what so 1500 for a 10 pull, yeah? Alright, no worries, Joel. Catch you later. So 1,500 will give us a 10 pull. So 1,500 to give us a 10 pull then, yeah. What's going on, Yagi? Yeah, I'm gonna have a look in a second. I'm just trying to work out what the It's not much different than your average, right? So, So 80 quid will get us what? Was it 15,000 for 100 pulls? Let's see. So what would we need? What would we need? 10,000. What would we need? 10,500 for 70 pulls. Would we need? So it's just about the same price, isn't it? Really, cash wise, it's working out about the same price, right? Yeah. It's what'll determine whether this is a good system then is how generous the game is in game.
My name is
Oh shit,
Ninsar.
okay.
Strange. This encounter wasn't among the answers I foresaw.
We got a weapon, yeah. I think we just got a weapon, didn't we? That's kind of an interesting looking character. What the fuck is this? Okay, so we can break these down for components, and I guess. So you get alliance elemental supply small. Supply box containing beginner level elemental breakthrough items. I don't know what I need just yet, so I ain't gonna select that. Okay, so we can look at the... Okay. Oh, I'll have a look at all that over here. Okay. Alright. So, the... On paper, sounds really good, but it's like... It's not exceptionally more generous than your average game. But, actually, what was it on the weapon as well? I didn't look. This is the thing that's good here, though. So we've got a 70-30 on the weapon. Ready? When a 5 star is obtained during retrieval, it will always be selected target weapon. Oh no, so there's a guarantee. Wait. The 5 star weapon is obtained. If you don't get a 5 star weapon of 25 consecutive retrievals, the probability to get a 5 star weapon in the next retrieval doubles for every additional 5 retrievals of the 5 star weapon. Probability increases further by a multiple of the base chance. The result, while the likelihood of receiving items from the 5 star weapon decreases, the relative ratio remains unchanged. Once you successfully receive a 5 star weapon, the probability resets. So is it 70? Is it 70-30 on the characters? Oh. Okay. All right. Cool. So is it 70-30 on the characters and 100? Is it guaranteed on the weapons then, is it? Dude, this is dying. What did you say whether it's a guarantee or what? In the pool periods. 10s. Permanent weapon retrieval. You can switch target weapons, transfer the minimum guarantee came from one weapon to another. That's kind of cool. You don't get a 5 star weapon of 25. What do the dupes do? They seem quite significant. They do seem quite significant. They're not like, so far, they don't seem like insane, but they do seem quite significant. Let's have a look at her, actually, considering she's a healer. That's his healing effects become 10% more effective. Applies a healing effect to the entire team that restores 3% of maximum health per second for 20 seconds. Okay, so we're actually literally getting kit editions, yeah. So we get a passive, don't we, then? On the second copy. So we're getting a 10% healing buff there. And then we're getting a healing effect to the entire team. Restores 3% of maximum health per second for 20 seconds after it triggering the passive skill VIP list. So we're taking... What's the passive skill? VIP list. Passive skill. When retrieved through skill 2, Sharp Umbrella, the Umbrella Shadow generates waves dealing regular attack damage to enemies and healing all team members based on... Oh, okay, so we're not getting a kit edition then, right? And healing all team members based on Atsy's max HP. When an Umbrella Shadow is retrieved for the... Heals all team members based on Atsy's max HP and generates Rainfall Zone that lasts for 20 seconds. Okay. No, we're just getting a buff to our passive, yeah. We're just getting a buff to our passive. It's not an inclusion of an extra passive. Okay, so it's just adding a 3% to the maximum health. Okay, I'll take that back then. I'll take that back. It's not an additional passive. It's a buff on the passive. Okay, I'll take that back. Increases water damage by 15% for characters affected by healing effect of the passive skill. Okay. Significantly expands the coverage area of the rain zone generated by passive skill. Extends passive skill. Okay, so this is all obviously based around a healing. Yeah, they do seem kind of significant. They do seem kind of significant. So, like, if you look at hers, you know, 25% attack, 10% additionally increases all members' team attacks by 10%, 60% increase here, 20%, depletes 50% slower and deals 10% more damage. So they're definitely something. They're definitely something. I think, was it his that looked kind of insane? Basic attacks go up by 70%. Damage increases for just verdict by 200%. So yeah, these are significant. They're definitely significant. She's a shield charge unit, yeah? Okay. Can I, I've got the weapon for her, haven't I? Where'd I go to? Weapon. The long journey. Oh, wait, so did she come with that weapon then? Okay, that's her weapon, yeah. So the 4 stars come with the weapon that they're, like, their signature weapon, I guess, then. Is that how that works? So, do I sync that? Is that like, it's like synchronization? Fuck it, let's do it. Okay, plus 4.32% HP. Right, okay. Almost doubling the attack. Okay.
Repeated 1,000
I'm not gonna go
times
insane on some of these characters though. I feel like it might be worth with this healer though. Should we develop her up to 20? Uses 16 of those blue books. Fuck it. Let's do it. Unlocks at CA1. Okay. So it's called a breakthrough, yeah? Okay. The Shadow of Florentine. Okay. Right, so how does the healing work exactly? So, generates ways of dealing regular attack damage to enemies and healing all the team members based on Asty's max HP. So we want to, she's scaling off her HP then. Umbrella Shadow is retrieved through an enhanced skill. Sharp Umbrella heals all team members based on Asty's max. Okay, so we want our HP up then, yeah, as much as possible. Okay. So do we have gear? That's a question. Is the gear in the game? Okay, so we got our talents down here. Activate the previous talent first. Unlocks at breakthrough level 1. So can we upgrade these skills as well? Yeah, we can, yeah. We've got to break through level 1 to get to this. Okay. Richie head. So we've got events here, yeah? Alright, give me that. Use 80 clarities. 80 clarities claimable daily during the period. Oh, nice, sweet. I like it when you first start a game, though, man. There's so much free shit out there. Character trial. Who's this? Florence. She looks interesting. Should we try her out? Oh, yo, she looks dope, chat. Chat, she looks dope, yeah. Crit rate or healing bonus? I think I went full on healing bonus, I did, dude. It depends, like, some people, like, say to me, Mark, crit rate's a bit low, but, like, Shorekeeper for me does everything I need to do, man. Like, Shorekeeper's just pure. Then again, I've got C2 Shorekeeper, so I get that attack buff anyway. You know what I mean? What's this game about? I ain't got a clue, if I'm honest. We're in some tower. Tower's weird. There's kind of weird people in the tower. And that's about all we know, really. If I'm honest. On skill 1 knocks back enemies in her path and deals damage. It then pulls enemies towards it. Okay, so we've got a bit of CC. Dealing additional damage and making her enter the domination mode. While in domination mode, Florence's skill 1 performs 3 forward attacks, each dealing damage and refreshing the duration of the domination mode. While in the domination mode, Florence's skill grants a monarch stance, stacking up to 6 times. Okay, so we get 6 stacks of monarch stance, whatever the fuck that is. So she perform 3 forward attacks. So skill 1 knocks them back and pulls enemies towards her. And then when we were in a stance switch domination, we do 3 forward attacks. And refreshing the duration of the domination mode while in domination mode. Okay. So we stack while we're in domination mode, and we when we're out of it, we knock back and pull. Right. So we want to knock back, pull, switch to domination mode, don't we really? And then hit them. Florence's skill 2 deals damage to enemies in front of her and makes her enter domination mode. Okay, so they all... Okay. When in domination mode, the skill 2 deals damage to nearby enemies of multiple hits and refreshes duration to domination mode. Okay, so does he just automatically take us into it then? So yeah, we just automatically go into domination mode then, yeah, okay. The skill 2 deals damage to nearby enemies of multiple hits, refreshes duration of domination mode. In addition, this skill consumes all monarch stance stacks and gains a damage bonus for each stack consumed. When this skill consumes 6 stacks, it gains X. Okay, so monarch stance is giving us damage stacks. Florence's ultimate skill deals 3 instances of ultimate damage to enemies in front of her. Right, let's have a look. Let me adjust the camera angle, man. Oh, I can't adjust the camera angle. Oh, yo, she's kind of sick.
Blooming from the flames. In the name of Florence.
Okay, she's kind of sick.
The fire is burning.
No, I want to carry on. Let's carry on.
Blooming from the flames. In the name of Florence.
Impact force test.
Yeah, a lot of people like to go for crit for her intro, but I just went pure healing. I did with a Shorekeeper. She's there literally as a...
The fire is burning.
as a heal and a bit of a buffer. But I have got her at C2, so, you know. Yeah, I want her. Over here, bro. So I gotta just see. Just keeps going out the camera, man. I don't know why I can't adjust the camera angle in this.
Blooming from the flames. In the name of
you know
Florence.
What? If I can sort out the controls on this, yeah, and the issue with the freaking game. Are you having this issue at all, Reldon, with your cursor like coming out the game
May
window?
their souls rest in a garden full of blooming flowers. This glory is the finest crown.
Because if they can sort that out, tweak the controls. This seems like it's got the potential to have some kind of nice gameplay. I'm not gonna lie, there's something here, man. Like when I switch to full screen, yeah, like I'm in full screen, yeah. Like. Yeah, top down's definitely better, isn't he? Yeah, we gotta try and get her. We gotta try and get her, chat. She's fucking sick. Gamba, let's go. Fuck it. I quite like the pull animation. It's the Google Play beta version. It's fucking shit.
Master once said that if I hadn't found my purpose, I could come under your command.
Yeah, agree, Reldon, definitely.
From now on, I will be your sword and your shadow. Always
obviously,
guarding
it's
you.
clearly a bit of an afterthought anyway, but they didn't even think at all, oh, how will this work on PC? Which is, it's like, it's insane as well, the way they've got it set up at the minute, and they're not allowing it on other emulators, because it's like, fuck, bro. Oh, shit.
As the guardian of Hephaestus'
Oh, no,
fire,
4 stars,
I can't leave my post for long. I should be able to return after registration, right?
There's no music when we're pulling the characters. A little bit anticlimactic. Oh, I thought we got the character then. Fuck. My terrible luck continues into another game. Into another game, chat. Alright, we're gonna keep pulling. We're gonna keep pulling. Yeah. I want her. I want this character. She seems sick. Okay, we got another one of those umbrellas on. Now buff our healing, yeah. Yeah, I can't remember exactly. I've got my shortkeeper set up, you know, Neo. I'd have to have a look, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Totally forgot what I've got on her now.
The guardian of
See that there?
Fire.
That's a little bit anticlimactic. Yeah, there's no like.
I should be able to return after
registration. Needs to be a bit of audio there. But yeah, I agree. They definitely haven't tested this on PC in that other view mode, and forcing you to go into it as well. Kind of rough in certain areas. Oh, we got a weapon though. Okay, we got that 4-star and a weapon. Okay, that's not too bad then. Bruh. Can I get any more? No. Shit, dude. I need pulls, chat. I need pulls, chat. Because I really like this character. She's fucking sick. Actually, again, as I say, they sort the controls out on this shit. I'm all over this shit. I'm telling you. combat potentially could be really fun. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, so because we everything we need to scale that HP, the healing, yeah. Oh, what's these? Combo single target, shield anomaly, buff charge, shield charge. I don't like the idea of maybe bringing her in. I'm going to spend too much on these characters though, to be fair. Oh yeah, I got a copy of her, yeah. So what do we get here? Each time Hefe hits an enemy with her skill, spinning slam, she gains 10 elemental anomaly mastery. 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. So... triggers a powerful explosive. So if the last hit of skill 1, spinning slam, hits any area within the forging zone, triggers a powerful explosion in the forging zone, dealing 5 regular attack damage and generating 5 stacks of Hefe's fire. Hefe's fire increases all team members' damage resistance for 20 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. 1 stack is lost when any team member takes damage that exceeds 1% of their max HP. One thing I'll say here, Kuro, these are ex-Kuro devs. The kits, the description there, take notes, right? Stop trying to make your fucking kits sound incredibly complex through convoluted language, please. Because, you know, so many of the time I'll read a kit of a fucking character on Wuthering Waves. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? And then you spend a bit of time and you're like, okay, that's not exactly complex. But they're right, it's in such a way that it makes it fucking super complex. Leaps to a designated location and performs a spinning attack, dealing regular damage. Smites the ground, setting off a chain of explosions, deal regular attack damage, and vaults backward while vaulting. Tap skill 1 to swiftly release spinning slam on the enemy. Smites regenerate forging. Okay. Okay, so we can combine our skills then. So we can pop explosive forge, and then while we're flipping back, hit skill 1. Which one's skill 1? There is E skill 1 and Q skill 2. No. Q skill 1, E skill 2, yeah. Let them feel smart. Bro, I'm telling you, man, I'll read that shit sometimes. I feel like I'm having an aneurysm. It's not only like the way they write stuff. It's like the structure, it's all staggered, and I'm like, what? I don't know if it's just me that's dumb, you know what I mean? Potato swing, massive hammer in the... So, let's just go to her a second. Let's go do the tutorial for her. Because we just, what's it with her, yeah. Shit, where do I need to go again now? To the retrieval, yeah. Is it? Where do I go now to that? Was it in retrieval? Oh, where was that? Shit, where was I going to now, chat? Remind me. For the, trials on the characters. The tutorial. Events. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I remember now. Okay. Well, that character looks interesting. Nice one, appreciate you. You can do it on the... Okay, you can do it through the tutorial thing as well. Nice one, appreciate you. Thank you. Let's dash forward to the target dealing AoE damage. Okay. So that's a Q. Yeah, that's a Q. Okay. Skill 2 creates an area, deal damage over time beneath a skill. Enemies in the area. It dashes backwards. If the final hit of the skill lands in the area, it triggers a large AoE attacks and grants. Okay. Okay, her ultimate deals multiple instances of damage. Okay. Charlie to after the cooldown. So the basics bring it back up now, yeah.
Emergency evasive action.
I'll need the cooldown. Okay, I kind of like this one. She's simple.
Red hot.
She's simple. Game's lagging.
Emergency evasive action.
I need the. So, wait, let's get the full cooldown in a second. I don't want to destroy them just in case. Actually, we can continue on, can't we? We're inside the game again.
Emergency evasive action. Emergency evasive action.
So we got a parry as well with heavy, yeah.
Red hot. Forward.
Man, they really need to make it so I can play this on blue stacks, man, I'm telling you. Can Google Play sucks ass, man.
Emergency evasive action.
Yeah, we haven't caught that, I don't think, have we?
Emergency evasive action. Red
And
hot.
she's making the game lag like fuck, chat. Seeing the lag right there, man, that's insane. Have a look at this character. I have no idea what this keeps doing. There we go. Okay. Okay. We got it there. We got it there. Okay. Yeah, in that focus mode feels
Victory wouldn't be possible without the weapons I forged and the great fire.
when we're in that focus mode, it doesn't
My
feel great
effortless wielding of the
to play.
giant hammer looks
Like
impressive.
say, I constantly cut mouse cursors coming out of the actual game window, which is super annoying. Even though we're in full screen as well, kind of frustrating. Alright, we'll do some more of those in a sec. Let's jump back into some more then, shall we? Let's go. Can we take it off trial mode? Do you have to have on trial mode? Formation preset, trial characters. Okay, so you. Okay, so you can't take it off trial like I was hoping it might be like Zenly Sound Zero where you can just turn off trial characters. It's just Karina from PGR gameplay. Same thing happened to you last night looking for you. Yeah, that's my biggest gripe at the moment. My biggest gripe is the fact that full screen's not true full screen. I'm still in a windowed mode and my cursor's coming out of the game constantly. And the free control camera angle is not great. It's not great. It's kind of... Fuck. It's kind of rough, that is. It's kind of rough. I think if they could sort that out, just give me a free camera control. A game like this, a free camera control would work in that zoomed in set. I think the problem is because they allow you to switch dynamically, they're kind of going against each other. The two systems are in a sense. Because if I could just have a free camera control, so like moving left and right mouse just moves it anyway, and then basic attack is just basic attack. That would fix it, really. That would definitely fix it. And then when you go into that isometric viewpoint, maybe just make it so that the cursor becomes free. Because obviously you're not moving the camera around then, like, you know what I mean? That would fix it, personally. An eerie light fills up the entire tower. Man, we're looking through a kaleidoscope. Every room in the tower begins to transform following the scheme. Man, this is not one to be having on a drink. Duplicating, translating, folding, extending, mirroring, flipping, creating an infinite space that defies reality. This incomprehensive process of expansion has no discernible center. Or perhaps every point in space is the center. The tower becomes one colossal kaleidoscope. Amidst all this, there is a person entirely absorbed by her work, her hands never stopping. None of them tacit marks the game isn't real enough.
Enki?
They don't want the other camera to work. Just exactly right, yeah?
Where are you?
It's like you're giving me the choice of another camera system and making it subpar. Really. Like when you're in this mode, totally fine. That's why, it's because you can still... See, now, see, like, yeah, see, look, it does it anyway. It does it anyway. It does exactly what I said anyway. So when you go into this mode, it just makes the fucking mouse cursor free. Then when you go into this mode, you know, but I just make it so when I move my mouse, I need to lock the mouse to the game, so that just makes me move left and right. It's a shame that is, because the combat feels kind of nice, I'm not gonna lie.
59 millimeters. 98 millimeters. 60 millimeters.
She skillfully switches the tools in her hand, each cut precise and without deviation, as if made by a machine. Bit by bit, the sculptor's head begins taking shape under her skilled hands. Ninsa stops only when the clay next to her hand is used up.
Oh, it's all gone.
As soon as her words are spoken, quick footsteps approach from afar.
Ninsar, great, you're here.
Nana glances around.
Where's Enki?
About 10 minutes and 36 seconds ago, he went to known sector B19 on modern floor.
Oh, I've said it so many times. When the library is opened, stay in your current original sector. Oh, why can't he just listen?
At that moment, Nana seems to recall something.
Hold on. Sector B19. Isn't that the starting sector where the squad of no return was before they departed?
Original name?
Oh, what a troublemaker. This Tasni's child is just a carbon copy of him.
Man, she's got massive tits, man.
Judging by his speed and usual antics, he should be in sector A87 on the same floor. You're fast, Nana. If you go after him, there's still time.
All right, I get it.
Alright,
Nana.
I think I'm gonna make a video about this game now.
Can you bring me some pottery clay when you come back?
I think I need to play a little bit
My
more first,
chisel is
so
broken.
because
I need a new one.
my primary like talking point
Is
will be
that
like
all
the
you
control
need?
scheme, which I think most people are critiquing anyway.
That's it.
The fact that it doesn't run on other emulators kind of sucks as well. The story, to everybody else who's played it, what do you reckon into the story? It feels kind of nonsensical to me a little bit, you know? Naomi's statue quietly receives the finishing touches from its creator. Now, that might change, but it's not hooking me off the bat. This is the first time Ninsa has actively wanted to create something new. No one knows what name Ninsa will give it once the statue is complete. Like, when we're in this view, it works a lot better, I must admit. Definitely. You have to buy paint for your decks. She takes vanities in the front door. $120 a gallon. Good man. And a little bit some performance hitches here as well. Definitely getting like stuttering. Nana's skill throws a moonblade forward to deal damage. Upon hitting an enemy, the moonblade drops and Nana enters the new moon state. If Nana picks up the dropped moonblade, she deals area damage and transitions to the full moon state. While in this state, she can use enhanced skill 2 and release an orbiting blade that spins around her, dealing damage to hit enemies. Okay. So throw the blade, pick it up, skill 2. Nana's skill 2 causes her to dash forward and deals damage to enemies in her path. When enhanced skill 2 is triggered, she performs additional stacks. Okay. So throw it. Pick it up. Skill 2, okay. Okay, alright. It's kind of cool. And if you get to the point where there's a lot of enemies on screen. Probably not going to try it, but the stuff I've seen here is way too jargony to even grab you. Yeah, I agree. I agree. None of these characters even seem remotely real, not even by anime standards. Yeah. Let me just start the... Oh, man, I'm going to have to finish the mission. I need to start the game again, man. This is lagging like shit. The once clear path is now blocked by an unfamiliar gate. This is a foolproof door. Only those who answer master end keys carefully selected questions correctly may pass through. Now, I don't know if this is just going to be a launch day thing, but I hope that this is going to be playable on other emulators.
This way leads to the starting sector for the squad of no return.
Okay.
Enki left his special markers here. Looks like that brat has already made up his mind to leave.
Yeah, I agree. I don't care about anything that's going on at the moment. I'm not gonna lie.
Enki!
I don't dislike it. I just... It's just not... He's not hooking me. Now, like I say, might be a slow burner. It might be a slow burner. It might really pick up. But so far, the hook's not there. You know what I mean?
15 minutes have passed. Good. The biggest obstacle to my plan hasn't shown up yet.
I will admit, if I wasn't having such a frustrating time with the control scheme and my cursor constantly going out the game as well, probably would be able to enjoy the other stuff a little bit. I'm like hyper focused on. I can't let that go. It's really annoying me. It's affecting my enjoyment of the game.
Once I cross the next sector, I can blend in with a squad of no return. And this time, I will...
You will what?
Whoa, Nana! How did you get here? No way! How did you pass the foolproof door? I prepared so many questions! Did you really answer them all correctly? Could it be you know how many grains of sand are on Earth's surface? Or calculate how many drops of water it would take to extinguish the sun? Or how long it would take a chocolate bar that doubles in mass every minute to fill the entire universe?
Of course not. I didn't answer those ridiculous questions. I just smashed the gate. By the way, you're not allowed to install any gates without permission.
We punch this kid in the face.
I protest! Only the most despicable of brutes would resort to such a crude method to bypass the foolproof door!
I do like the fact that the characters are like animated though.
How could you?
Let me switch scenes. Every time I switch to this scene, the game
brat
switches.
who doesn't follow the rules has no right to protest. How many times have I made it clear? You and Ninsar aren't allowed to venture onto the path of no return until you're grown-ups. If you continue to be so disobedient, I will kick you out of the tower for the rest of your life.
Why is the squad called the Squad of No Return then? Is it because they can go on the path of no return but return?
Please, Nana, don't. I'm sorry, my good Nana and Hedwana. Please don't banish me.
Oh, stop calling my full name with that pitiful tone when you want something from me.
Ednuana. So, like, do these guys just live in the tower then? Do they just chill here then? Is that the deal? And then, like, it activates now and again and trippy shit happens? Or an arc can activate it as well? Enki skill releases one energy orb in the target direction, which lasts for several seconds and deals damage to any enemy's hit. Only one enemy orb can be active in the field at any time. Okay. Enki skill 2 performs a fan-shaped attack forward, causing energy orbs in the attack range glide forward. Okay, interesting. Dealing damage to enemies hit. Each enemy hit by the enemy orbs causes them to bounce back. After 3 hits, the enemy orbs will either transform into a chain of rotating orbs or orbs that attack enemies or reach their maximum distance, forming a continuous energy orb chain.
I'm not acting innocent. I mean it. I swear on the Library of Babel. That I'll never secretly call Hedwana an old, nasty, stupid woman behind your back.
Oh, chill out. For the sake of Tasni. For the sake of
The game's
Tasni.
lagging hard, boys.
Ignorance.
The game's lagging so much right now. Oh my god, I'm outside the game again. I'm here doing attack share, and then I look. See, I can't switch out to the focus mode. I look over there and I'm clicking on the chat. You know what I mean?
Ignorance.
All right. I won't banish you from the tower. But in return, behave yourself and go back to Ninsar.
There's got to be something I'm doing here right. Like the fact that my cursor's just totally free all the time. Is this happening for you as well? Is your cursor just free like this all the time? Like you've gone unlock cursor. Like, did I change that in the menu? I must have done, yeah. I feel like I changed that, right? Did I change that? Joystick fixed, not fixed. Indicator snap and enable, disable. What does that mean? Joystick fixed, not fixed? What the fuck does that actually mean? You guys know? Yeah, it's happening to you as well then. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely not an issue in top down, but it's like I can't switch out of it sometimes. It forces me into it. When all the commotion settles down, the light from the black monolith dims once again. Is it touch? Oh, touch screen. Okay.
You idiots! Idiots! Yeah, I mean it! You're such
They're
an
like,
idiot!
yeah.
Why did you tell Nana where I was? Why did you stop me? Didn't you promise not to tell her my whereabouts?
I need to give this story a little bit more time, Jaya, because I'm not getting it. It's not coming to me.
That was just your one-sided request. I don't remember agreeing to it.
You don't care. You're mean and stupid.
Yeah, we need to kick this kid in his head.
I'll never play with you again, and I'll never talk to you anymore. People who don't keep their promises are the worst.
So we're a secret organization organization responsible for observing the beacons around the world and study anomalies.
Whatever.
Right, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. 10 minutes later.
Hey. Idiot. Idiot. Ninsar. Ninsar. Sister.
Oh, it's his sister. She
What's
finally
wrong?
has a look.
My apology. Here, I fixed it for you.
Just as Ninja is about to accept the chisel, Enki retracts his hand and starts rambling.
No, this won't do. It's too ordinary, too mundane. How could I create something so plain? Hold on a sec. Let me add the rifling and explosives to this chisel. Then it can help you blast through rocks and reach the working surface needed for the sculpture. Don't worry, I'll include a control system to ensure a precise blast range. Accurate to the millimeter. I know there are many parameters to consider, but I'll make it happen in just an hour.
Ninja quickly grabs
No
a
need.
chisel.
This one is good enough.
You're so mean.
She wasn't being mean, though. Okay. Pausing her carving, Ninja looks at the nearly finished sculpture in her hands.
I'll call this child Mer.
All right, not a bad name.
Enki absentmindedly replies.
Well? Sally has been interrupting my work lately. Can you do something to make her quiet down?
Sally, huh? I'll make her a cradle, like a cat's cradle. When she's tucked in, she'll go to sleep peacefully. No, that'd be too boring. Let's see. I'll add some extra features.
What are we yapping about?
How about this? I'll make a special cradle that, when you place any creature inside, it won't need to eat, drink, defecate, or lose hair. Forever in peaceful sleep.
That sounds fucked up, bro.
Alright, let's go with that.
But I don't have enough materials to make my genius idea come true. Hey, Ninsar, perhaps we could use your...
This gaze lands on a clock that Ninja has just
No
repaired.
way. Don't touch what I've fixed.
What are we doing? Enki's expression instantly
I
turns
just don't
sour.
get it. Aren't you bored of restoring these ancient relics day in and day out? Even if you fix them, they're just lifeless objects that won't progress any further. So why don't you let me give them a makeover?
I don't understand it either. Why do you have to make Nana angry? Why do you always want to go deep into the library? If you have questions, just ask me, and I'll give you the answers. You don't need to find your answer in the library. What are you exactly looking for in there?
Ninja is getting rolled up. Okay.
I want to know why our father embarked on the path of no return.
Because of you? Bro was like, yo, I'm going to get some milk. Back in a bit.
So how about stop acting all smart if you can't even answer such a simple question, sister?
She knows
if
the
I can
answer.
go deeper into the library,
She knows the
maybe
answer.
one day I'll meet our father and ask him that question myself.
You know that's not going to happen. He left 10 years ago. Even if we set out now, we'll never find the time sector he's in.
Okay, so it could be,
Please,
like
Enki,
any point in
don't
history.
say anything like that again. Whether inside or outside the library, humans
good point, actually. I ain't tried that out yet. I was
always
curious.
prevent them from seeing the truth. Don't let the library consume you.
How fast can we go to?
I've crossed off the librarians who went down the path of no return from the roster. Are you doing all right?
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the 2 kids Tasni left behind. They're the only ones who can make you look so grumpy.
I'd rather not talk about them. Let's just say they're giving me a headache. One of them is always curious about everything, while the other doesn't seem to care about anything. If only they could somehow balance each other out.
They did cause you a lot of trouble, it seems.
Dealing with Enki is simple. Just give him a good beating and he'll behave. Or at least pretend to. But Ninsar... Well, you know.
That's based!
To her,
She
everything
says,
is
give him a good
transparent.
beating and he'll behave.
After
Let's
all,
go.
She has known the answers to
Corporal
everything
punishment
since
for the win.
So naturally, she has no expectation for anything.
Well, they were born inside the library. Maybe it messed with their heads?
And they've never been outside
Despite their extraordinary intelligence, they're still limited by their young bodies. So their desires come across as innocent and unfiltered.
Annoying.
Tasni sure left you with 2 troublemakers.
Well, let's forget about it for now. What's causing me a bigger headache is our dwindling numbers. We're short-staffed.
Yeah, many of us have gone down the path of no return. The library's opening hours are getting shorter, and everyone's worried it might close permanently.
Okay.
Me too, Nana. I've applied to join the next
How
squad
many
of no
people
return.
are inside this library
You won't
then?
see me after the beacon is activated again.
What did you just
You're
say?
having to apply to join squad. Sounds like there's got to be a few people
Don't
here,
give
yeah?
me that look, Nana. The library is open only for too short of a time. So, if you want to keep exploring the unknown sector, there's no turning back. But what's the harm? We won't return until we reach the end of the library.
Is this like somebody
That's where
like...
we'll all end up eventually.
Is this like a Dutch person trying to not sound Dutch?
I've waited for this day for far too long, Nana. I hope you can give me your blessing before I embark on this journey.
Depends what you mean
Let's
inside.
think
Could be
back to the
thousands
past
that left down the path of no
and
return.
think about how
True.
far we've come. The first explorers of the library didn't even know how to get back to reality.
Dudes doing the...
Thousands of Emians
the Andrew
sacrificed their
Tates.
lives to find the
Andrew Tate
difference
hands.
between the primordial sector and the unknown sector.
The power play.
By studying the unknown sector, countless Emians
I just skip what I feel
suspected
is
that
not
the library
important.
is a
Yeah, I feel
comprehensive
ya.
collection of all
I'm
human
about to
texts.
skip. I'm
like
getting close.
a decoding
I kind of
machine.
want to... Because I do
was
want to...
only when our
I think I'm going to make a
predecessors
video
discovered
talking about the
a
game, so
room
at
full of
least want to
hellish
kind of like
meditations
let some
that
stuff
had
play
the
out.
exact same content, but different punctuation, that the hypothesis was confirmed.
Because combat-wise, I think this game definitely seems like it's got some potential to be actually quite a fun game. The combat seems kind of interesting, honestly. The combat seems like there's something there that I feel like could be really good. The controls are a problem. The mouse constantly going out, having to be in the isometric viewpoint to enjoy it, but then the game forcing you into the focus mode for certain things, like bro, is kind of annoying. The story seems kind of nonsensical. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably I'm just not following it, but it seems quite nonsensical to me at the moment. Really slow start. Really slow start. Visually, the game's fine for what it is. Audio seems fine as well. It's running like shit on this thing, but I'm blaming it on the emulator. It sucks that it's not available also on the what's it as well. The Google Play beta is when you can't get it on other emulators. That does blow. That does. So I want to at least let some of this go on so we can kind of get an idea. So if you do make a video, I'm not being totally ignorant to what I'm talking about.
Based on clues, records, and legends,
I'm not following the story
our
at all, though.
predecessors started to realize that the library might contain things from different eras.
Okay.
The extension of the library's time, and only now we have glimpsed its vast expanse. Until recently, some of us suggested that there is no separate time dimension within the library, but rather, time itself is an extra dimension that has always existed. I'm genuinely curious about what else this library holds.
What?
Nana, I'm really curious. What is it exactly? Does it have an end? And why does it keep creating new content? There are so many unknowns ahead, and I must embark on this journey. How can I resist? Pray for me, Nana.
It seems so
If we meet
abstract at
again
the
in
moment.
future,
No, I don't know if that's on
I'll
purpose.
be sure to have the final answers. And when that time comes,
A lot of it
I'll
is time
share
theorizes
everything
tear
I've
itself.
seen
It's like
and
a tunnel
heard
that
with
connect
you.
the past, present, and future. Yeah, I'm getting that. I'm getting that we can connect to the past, present, and future.
I understand. May you return from the library.
And I understand,
Thank
obviously,
you.
we'll learn more
And
about the
everyone.
tear itself. I get that. That's probably going to happen. But it's just so vague and abstract at the moment that
Although,
you know,
I prefer to meet you
I'm
again
not getting that,
on
like,
the path
that
of no
hook
return.
to be like, oh, okay, this is an interesting premise. The premise just seems so, like, convoluted and vague. But wait, at the end of the hexagon, for every man, there has always been the ultimate question. No one has ever reached the end. No one has ever returned. Therefore, the question remains unanswered. However, everyone desires the ultimate answers, which eventually drives them onto the path of no return. So, like, we know people never come back, but we just keep sending them out. Is that because we know that they're still out there, or we just don't care? They might be dead, whatever. Just keep going. We'll see what happens. In the Age of Enlightenment, this place was seen as an extraordinary miracle. In the time when the universe was described through equations, this place was seen as a mystery. It's 42. Dude, I love the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. This place has become an eternal decoding machine, deciphering all knowledge in a ceaseless, exhaustive search. This infinite hexagon contains the past, the present, and the future. Yo, Chase, what's going on, dude? Nah, like, it's not bad. The combat seems like there's some real potential to be a decent combat system. The controls suck at the moment, though. And, the game's, like, always in windowed mode. So when you're in the action combat screen, the action camera, your mouse is constantly going outside the game and it feels like shit. Does this game have co-op or PvP? I haven't got a clue about that. I don't think it's got PvP. And I don't think it's got co-op either. I could be wrong on that, though. I think a lot of people inside of the tower go on the journey to finally get rid of their duties so they can figure out what they have been doing this all for. Okay. You got that from all that? Oh, you're sharper than me, Yuria. Maybe I need to, like, go back. I don't know if I want to, though. Maybe I need to go back through some of the, year 57 of the world calendar.
Tasney, the director with the shortest tenure, with only 1 year in service. There is very little information about himself. Nevertheless, his inventions could fill an entire encyclopedia.
For example?
For example, he invented a machine capable of automatically proving or disproving any propositions. He even created a model for the expansion and cooling of the early universe after the Big Bang.
What? Wait, he created a machine. So what you asked to... This genuinely feels like it should be satire. He even created a model for the expansion and the cooling of the early universe after the Big Bang. Okay. Well, I suppose you could say he did create the model, really, I guess.
Legend has
If
it
that's the right
that he
word.
embarked on the path of no return to create a new language that could bridge all communication gaps.
Was translation not good enough?
Yes. Yes, indeed. Even
Bro
among
was
all
like,
the
yo.
previous directors, Tasni stands out.
Translation's not good enough. I need to create a new language that everybody will understand. Right? How do they learn that language themselves, though? Hey, look, I've created a new language. An Englishman will be able to talk to a Frenchman. And they'll both be able to understand each other. They've both just got to learn that language first. Every single Zero kept mentioning it. Well, I have a rough idea of what it means. The deeper truth behind it eludes me.
The path of no return is a ritual passed down among us. It means a one-way journey,
Okay,
signifying
we're
that
learning
someone is determined to never come back until they reach the end of the library.
Okay, alright, okay. Harrison can barely hide a disdain for it.
Yep. Basically, those folks were tired of life and decided to off themselves. Plain and simple.
Ari.
What? Is there something wrong with what I said? If you truly understand this place, you'll come to the same conclusion as I.
Why wouldn't you just leave?
Zero has explained it to you, right? The library is essentially a bizarre phenomenon that utilizes the method of exhaustion to an extreme. When the library opens, it contains not only all possible combinations of text, but also all possible timelines for each sector.
What is it, the infinite monkey
Didn't
cage?
you see it for yourself? Those infinite unknown sectors are the result of this exhaustive process. Imagine an infinite number of monkeys typing away.
It is
and
the infinite
eventually,
monkey cage.
one of them will type out everything that happened in your life. The question is, how do you find that specific monkey? It contains everything, and it contains nothing.
Hey,
Such
I didn't think that's
is the
exactly what that
Library of
was.
Babel. But in the past, people had superstitious belief that this library held a book of omniscience, a
Was it
compilation,
just one specific
an
one, or was
index
it the
of all
combination
books.
of like, whatever?
Supposedly,
This is making me get
finding
dumber.
that book would give you the key to all the answers.
So we are looking for the answer, aren't we, really? We're looking... The game experience itself. Combat-wise, I think there's some really good potential for this to be a good combat game. The controls at the moment suck for PC. Probably on mobile, it's probably fine. As an experience as a game, man, the story's fucking... like... kind of ass. I've got to be honest. Kind of ass so far. Character models are kind of nice. No, nobody's standing out spectacularly. Was it Florence, was it, we tried out? She's really cool. She's really cool. As I say, I feel like there's going to be some fun combat in this. Personally, they've got to get the controls sorted, though. They've definitely got to get the controls sorted. Yeah, the premise is... I'm not enjoying the premise. I've got to be honest. I'm not enjoying the premise.
No. No.
An index for an infinite library would be infinite, making it pretty useless,
Nowadays, few would go down that path for such nonsense.
Once you embark on the path, you must leave at the exact same time and the exact same place you entered before the closure. Missed, and you can no longer return.
Once you embark on the path, you must leave at the exact same time and exact same place you entered before the closure. Before the closure missed, and you can... Once you embark on the path... Okay, so I set out on the path. I must leave... Wait, is this really badly? Or I feel like I'm having an aneurysm, chat. This is making me confused. So, right, I want to go on the path. I'm embarking on the path. I must leave at the exact same time and exact same place as I entered before the closure missed. What? And you can no longer return. What? When? The same place I entered. When did I enter? Did I enter the... I don't get this. Chat, help me here. I swear this is written really badly. I feel like I'm losing IQ points at the moment. I'm sorry. Like, I don't mean to shit on the game. Honestly, I don't. This is really, really not making much sense to me. So basically, the two sections are normal and anomaly worlds. You've got the what's it sector as well that's in between, yeah. I forgot what it's called now. What was it called now? The something sector, right? You got the reality, the other what's it, and then the library's outside time. So when you leave, you have to come back to the exact time you left. That's what I'm thinking. But if I can no longer return, everything prior to that don't mean shit. You go from the normal world to the anomaly world, you have to exit the same way you entered. That makes sense, and that's what I was thinking there, how that's written, but it doesn't seem like it's written in that sense. Once you embark on the path, you must leave at the exact same time and date as the place you entered before the closure. I still...
With the library opening for shorter durations, exploring the unknown regions will inevitably lead you to the path of no return.
Okay.
You said you could scan the library, but it seems like you're clueless about what it really means. It means you're able to travel to any era you want and return to your current reality whenever you please.
Okay, alright.
Do you understand why countless Emaons are so drawn to such superstition about the library?
No.
It's the unknown.
Okay.
The fear of the unknown leads them to see the library as a god. So much so that they're willing to sacrifice their ideals and their very lives for it.
Okay.
Your claim of being able to scan the library is, to us, blasphemy. If our endeavors, even at the cost of our lives, mean nothing more than a walk in the park to you, then your very presence will shake the core of our foundations.
So they want to get to the end of the path for no return to find out what the answer is. But because I can scan the library, so I can probably do that probably more efficiently, that's blasphemy. Surely I should be a god to them. You know, surely I should be like, oh my god, this dude can do the thing that we really need to do. We all want to do this thing. This dude knows how to do it.
So, if you're truly the seer,
okay,
how far back in the past and future can you see? Show me.
Who is this VA as well? God, it's so familiar. I guess she feels like you should, right? That's not even just jealousy. Yeah, it's like, fuck, bro. I've been trying to figure this out my whole life. You just walk in and you can do it. Fucking prick. Ocean's face suddenly appears to double as she draws near.
Harry, stop it.
In my blurry vision, I see Zero trying to intervene and stop Ocean. Once again, I'm engulfed by a familiar sense of chaos. Is it coming again? My vision becomes obscured as a soft whisper echoes in my ear.
Where are you going?
I don't know. I'm confused.
I understand.
Good, because I don't.
Everything will go as you wish.
Okay.
See ya.
Yes.
Huh? What's this place?
I don't know. Okay, can we actually speak to them?
It's you.
Oh, okay.
Looks like you brought us to quite an amazing place. No wonder. Ever since I first saw you, it felt like your
I like the
soul
fact
was
that a lot
looking
of stuff's
down at
voice
us
acted,
from a
though.
very distant place. Ignore my quirky words. Pretend I'm just a whisper in the wind. I'd love to explore this spot first and quietly witness the marvels you'll unveil to me next. Oh, by the way, that silly bird has something to say to you. How about indulging it for a bit?
Before you continue going deeper into the library, I still have some other things to teach you. Resources won't just fall on your head out of thin air. And a budget, what's that? This is where we use our stamina. After all, you can't possibly expect to be able to mine inside the library, right? If you want different resources, then go to different places. Okay. Character XP materials. If you want different resources, yeah. Okay. Emian can only provide a limited amount of content. The rest will depend on the head librarian's hard work and struggles. Influences. Everything it contains nothing, such as enigmatic nature. Oh yeah, I get to use her now, yeah. Okay,
I rarely engage in joint operations with others.
Execute.
Should I go with that order, maybe?
Come, rain or sun, the umbrella is always ready.
Hands-on testing is essential for any craftsman.
Oh, what's recommended elements? Okay, so we got all the elements in there then, yeah, sweet. What element is she? What element is that? Light, water, fire, thunder, dark. Okay, alright, we'll have a look at what they do to me. Okay, alright. Easy, just open your brains. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm usually quite good at ingesting lore, stories and stuff, but this is above my pay grade. Oh, see, I'm forced into focus mode again.
Impact force test.
It's kind of fun to use, though.
No contact allowed.
Look at this again. I'm nearly blocking somebody in chat.
No contact allowed.
Impact force test.
Legit nearly blocked somebody in chat for fucking terrorism then.
Complete insight. Well done, An. You can come back now. Thanks for your guidance.
I want to report something for terrorism, terroristic stuff, or I don't know what the hell I was looking at then. I think I brought up, if this game can make fun combat, so can Enfield. Like, the combat itself, like I say, do you know what's happening though? Like, I'm literally, like, I'm going out and I'm clicking all over chat. Because of when I'm forced into this, at least as a fucking sweep. When I'm forced into this focus mode, the controls suck so bad. When you're in the isometric view, it's not too bad. They've got to sort the controls. Got to. Okay, so we got weapon XP materials, Aurelium. Okay. Yeah, when you use that girl with the big axe as well, the game runs like shit. Wait, did I get a key for the standard banner? Oh yeah, it's for the standard banner, yeah. This really makes me appreciate Arknight's early story approach to building up things and setting. Yeah, like Arknight starts off with a simple premise. You wake up, and like say, I don't necessarily have problems with amnesia stuff. I just think it's overused in the gacha space. And now, obviously, I know about certain stuff that happens in Arknight, so it makes a little, you know, it works in Arknights, right? You wake up, you meet some people, they're like, yo, shit's going down, we need to get the fuck out of here. And then you start to learn as you go, oh, why shit's going down? Why are these people really mad? Why are they attacking us? Why are they attacking the area? The greater thing that's going on. What is this element? Why are people sick? Oh, it's because of this element, you know? What group are they from? Why are they doing what they're doing? What part you had to play in that group? And it makes sense, doesn't it? You know? This is like super convoluted, man. Super convoluted. I genuinely think most people, now maybe it's just I'm dumb, but I think most people will go through that first chapter and be like, what the fuck is going on? Honestly, what the fuck is going on? I'm gonna have to watch some other people's streams and what they've been saying about it, because I'm curious to see if they're just as lost as I am, or I'm just stupid. You know what I mean? Okay, so this is a... Okay, so this one, it's just, you got to guarantee, but you have to go hard pretty, yeah. Okay. It's kind of like PGR in a sense, that is, yeah. I like convoluted stories. This is a shit show. Right? Like, maybe it gets better. I wanna give it credit and like be like, you know what? Hopefully it gets better. But it's a story's duty, isn't it, to hook you at least at the start, to give you something to be like, wait a minute, interesting. What's, you know, there's a mystery here. I want to figure it out.
Before we get to introductions, first add me on social media. Thanks for the follow. I'm Atsu from Weisha.
But like I say, I need something. The glue, as Eo would say, the glue. It's missing the glue. And wait, exactly, that ties it together. Yeah, exactly, that pulls it, like, yeah. Another critique as well. Again, I've got to be honest. I don't want to sound like I'm shitting on the game and I'm being negative. You guys know me. Well, I hope that you know me by now. I have my biases, but I try and be as honest as I possibly can about things, right? I'll glaze stuff when I think it deserves glazing, and I'll call stuff out when I think it deserves calling out. There's potential in this game here. I think there's potential for this to find a market, and the combat itself there's something there. There is definitely something there. But another critique, when I get a character like that, there's no audio. You know what I mean? There's no audio. Just that, like, the camera starts talking. It's kind of like a little bit anticlimactic. In a gacha game, those little audio cues for me, incredibly important.
Shamash.
I know I've turned the audio down a bit, but there's nothing there at all. She looks interesting though. Kind of like her design. Did we get a 6-star there then, yeah? Here we go.
Nana,
no audio again?
Who follows the guidance of the moonlight.
That's so jarring. Okay, she's alright though. She's alright.
Excuse me.
Oh, no,
is the Duchess
there? I'll take it. Okay, so is that banner done then now? Oh no, what? Oh, I could just choose one of these now, yeah. I'm like, do I need the healer now, though? You know what I mean? Heal Dot, like, I'm like, do I need her now? Because I've got that other healer, haven't I? But that is a 5-star healer, though. Yeah, I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get her. Even though I've got that character, I'm gonna get her. So, Pick Logs is a custom character. So this is a select here.
My
Yeah, I
name
really
is
like her
Logos,
design, though.
the head student of the Delphi Society.
I really
Are
like
you
her
also
design.
a seeker of philosophy?
That wasn't a guaranteed 5-star. Oh, was it not? Was it just to get to the selector? Okay, sweet then. So it's 300 now. We could choose a number at the 300. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Okay, so one thing I will say though, of course, I've got a seat and I need to work out the costing. The costing seems like in real term currency, it's about the same as normal. But the gacha system seems like it's not terrible, right? It's not terrible. I might as well use those ones on the weapon banner now, yeah, because I've got it's a different currency. It's a premium currency for these banners, isn't it? This is basically you what's it, yeah, your blue tides in where we are. I didn't watch too much at the start, but it made me feel like I should know what was going on, as if this is a new game in a series. Like, I'm familiar with this concept because I've seen it in previous. Yeah, for real, yeah. He like starts you off with a bunch of information that's like say, like you say, like your season 2, episode 13, and all of these things have been explained. It's like, okay, this makes sense now. It's really abstract, but it makes sense because I've got lots of context for it. I don't know if to just keep pulling on the character banner. I'm just gonna keep pulling on the character banner. Fuck you. Nah, turn on though. Well, let's pull on the weapon banner, see what happens. Target weapon unpick. Proceed to pick. Okay. Okay, so that's for 0. So, do all characters have like a signature weapon then? Might as well get that for her, aren't I? I can. Anyway. So what is it now? It's 40 on the weapon, yeah. And it's a guarantee, yeah. No, is it? No. No. Is it 50? Is it 50 or 40? 50, yeah. It's 50, yeah. 50? I forgot. I think it's 50, yeah. We hit pity, soft pity at 25. Yeah, 25 and 50. Yeah, okay. I definitely do think though as launches go for gacha games now, because a lot of live service games nowadays, like the launches are shit, right? And I know some gacha games can have kind of like iffy launches, but I feel like quite a lot of gacha games have a lot of stuff to work on, but this does feel like a bit of a rough launch. It feels almost like it could have done with it feels like it could have done with a little bit more time to cook, right? I think it could have done with a little bit more time to cook in the oven, if I'm honest. Story aside, story's subjective, right? I ain't gonna harp on too much about the story. Story's subjective. I'm on a 13900K and a 4090. It's running like shit at the moment. Now that's probably the Google Play beta, so I won't hold that too much against it, but then you're forcing me to use the Google Play beta, so I guess I have to hold it against you. Again, combat, pretty solid. Pretty solid. I think there's lots of potential there. Character designs look good. Kind of generic characters. The gacha system seems pretty decent. So I won't moan about it. The gacha system itself seems pretty decent. I think there's potential here. There's solid bones here. There's a solid framework, a base for this to actually be a game that I think a lot of people would consider like, oh, yo, yeah, I'll play that game. That game's all right. You know what I mean? One to definitely come back to on updates and stuff. Potentially the possibility to become some people's main game as well. Major problem at the moment is on PC, the control scheme sucks so bad, right? The character kits seem interesting, which is a problem because you've got this somewhat interesting combat design with sort of interesting character kits that are written so much better than most gacha games do, so much better than something like Wuthering Waves does. But then you've got this inferior control scheme for the over-the-shoulder third-person combat, which it's encouraging to press spacebar, which it makes sense because now moving attack to left mouse means I can't look around with the camera and my mouse is constantly outside of the game window because even at full screen, it's not truly full screen.
I am obligated to protect you.
Voice acting's hit or miss, if I'm honest. The writing, in my opinion, is terrible. The storytelling's kind of shite. Now again, I think maybe I'm just dumb.
Do not speak in vain, write in vain, or think in vain. Words have power. Writing has power. And so do thoughts.
I think you should have took that advice when writing this.
You must carefully abide by these rules.
I think, it feels like there's a lot of fluff in the writing, you know? I think it feels like there's a lot of fluff in the writing. You can get Florence's weapon for free with the event. Okay, so I pulled Florence, but I think I'm stuck with a basic 3-star weapon unless I pull the limited weapon out. You can get it from the okay, that's cool. That's good. Yeah, on terms of like the gacha side of things.
Do not speak in vain, write in vain, or think in vain. Words have power. Writing in terms of the gacha
stuff, I have got no issues with the gacha at all at the moment. Obviously, I've got to see how generous the game is.
By these rules. The library is very important to me.
Yeah,
aside from
visually, it's okay looking. It's okay looking. It's not like you know, a Zenless Zone Zero or the Wuthering Waves type of visual feast, but it's not bad looking. It does what it does. You know what I mean? As I said, when you pick out that girl with the where is it? What's her name? Where is she? Hefe, when I bring her onto the field, the game starts dropping frames and stuttering like crazy. Now again, I won't blame that so much on the game and maybe blame it on the emulator. Then again, as I say, I kind of have to blame it on the game because the game's forcing me to use this particular emulator. All I can suggest for this game, I do believe there's a PC client coming. The PC client could fix all of my problems with this game so far, bar obviously the story stuff. So, I'll definitely wait for that, and I'm going to continue to play the game because I want to, because I like the combat, and I kind of want to try and figure out what the hell's going on. Again, some of that might be on me that I'm just kind of, I know I joke around about being a smooth brain, but it kind of is going over my head a little bit. Now, maybe it's just the way it's being told to me, it's not encouraging me to actually pay too much attention. Yeah, again, I think as a first impressions goal for me, feels like needed a little bit longer to cook. Performance is a bit jank. Combat, I can't give a proper solid reaction to the combat because the control scheme sucks. But the combat does feel like it's got the potential to be good. I think if you could use a pad on this, even though I don't like using a pad, it'd probably be really good actually. When you're in the isometric view, there's not a problem. When you're in the focus view, it doesn't feel great. But yeah, I think as launches go, it's a bit rough. But I do see a lot of potential here for it, if I'm honest. I do see a lot of potential here for it. But yeah, I think the storytelling, I'm not interested in what's going on at all. I've got to be honest. I've got to be honest. I do not care one iota yet. Now, it's early about what's going on, about any of the characters. As an MC, I seem totally devoid of any sort of character whatsoever, which is fine. If it's an insert game, it's cool.
Don't leave my sight.
But it doesn't even seem like an interesting insert at the moment. You know what I mean? I feel like if you're going with a self-insert game, right? And your character's totally a blank slate, I think that works if you've got a cast of really cool characters around you and you as a plot device is interesting. But as a plot device at the minute, you don't seem interesting, and the characters that surround you are not interesting as well, you know? I think if you haven't got that, you've got to have a really interesting MC for me, and this hasn't got either, personally. The characters as well, again, looking at the characters, the models look good, right? They look good. These are nice looking models. You know, if you're talking from a visual fidelity standpoint, detail. Very generic though, like this dude looks like a million other characters that you've seen like this in a game like this or in an anime, really, if I'm honest. I like her design. I do like her design. I think she's got a cool design as well, actually. I really like her design. I do really like her design. She's kind of cool as well. Yeah, you know, they're all kind of... I really like her, actually, as well. They're not really standout characters, are they? Now, she's got massive tits, which is always a plus. But there's nothing really standout here for me, personally. Again, I think the framework is for a nice little game here. But I think what we've got at the minute ain't all that. I'm guessing this is our battle pass, yeah? Okay. So, yeah, man, yeah. Little bit disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. And I think it's more because of the control scheme. I think that's... I'd probably feel a lot better about a lot of the other stuff if the control scheme was a bit better. And as I say, the performance is kind of shit at the minute. You know, when you fetch out her, the game just starts running like... You can even see it as I'm switching to characters here that they're like stuttering and stuff. You know? So, yeah, I definitely need to work. Some of the characters could be MP. Yeah, definitely, dude. Like, these characters, there's better looking NPCs in Wuthering Waves than some of these characters. And I know that's kind of harsh, because Wuthering Waves is an exceptionally good looking game with some incredibly well-designed characters, I will admit. But I do like the look of her. Like, you know, I'll be honest, I like her character. I do like her character. And I do like her character. She's kind of cute as well. Really, it feels like she's like the MC in a sense, you know what I mean? But everybody else, you know, like, she's just got a funny face. Like, I feel like her face looks a bit uncanny. It's really stiff and doll-like. Yeah, that's my first impressions, guys. Lukewarm at best. It's got a lot of work, this has. It's got a lot of work. There's a lot of post-launch patches have got to happen. I'll be interested to see what other people think about this. I might even upload this as a first impressions, just kind of like video just talking about it, actually. So if I do, let me know in the comments what you think of the game. What you think of the story. What you think of the combat. If you're playing on PC, are you getting frustrated with the controls and the fact that when you're in the focus mode, my mouse is constantly drifting out of the game, which is frustrating. If you're playing on mobile, is it just much better? And I don't know if they do have some deal going on with Google Play Beta. Just allow the game to be played on other emulators, please. Just allow it to be played on other emulators, and that could be on the way to fixing some stuff there with potential keybinds and stuff. But give us a free camera control as well when you're in the focus mode. Allow me to just look left and right by moving my mouse. Yeah, that would make big headway into fixing things. But yeah, yeah, not what I was hoping. I was hoping it was going to be a little bit better, if I'm honest. I'm going to continue to play though. I'm going to continue to play and get an idea of things. I don't want to write it off too early. But I've got to be honest. I've been playing the game for what? I've been playing it for a couple of hours. But that's a first impression, right? I feel like if you do 20 hours into a game, I don't know if it's really a first impression then. This is raw first impressions, this is. And, yeah. I wouldn't be dropping any game to play this, let's just say that. I wouldn't be dropping any game to play this. And with a lot of games, if you've got a lot of games in your cycle at the moment, you know, on your roundabout, so to speak, your carousel of games that you're playing, especially in the gacha space. Don't know if you're going to want to try and introduce this and eat up more time that you could be spending in the game, personally.
Don't leave my sight. I am obligated to protect you.
Yeah, that's what I think anyway. Let me know what you think. I mean, they're asking for pretty much just as much money as we were. The colour palette is not well helping at all. Very washed out and samey. Yeah, it's a shame, man. Shame. All right, lads. I'm gonna call it there, man. I'm gonna call it there. It's 12:30. I've got to be up in the morning. I've got to take Rosa to the hospital as well for a surgery. So I will be back tomorrow. Probably be a later stream because obviously taking her at the hospital. Yeah. Let me know what you think. I'll see you all a little bit later. I don't have a lot of hope for the future of this though. Even if it gets better, the first couple of hours are going to filter, folks. I agree, yeah. I agree. I think, man, you'll have to let me know as well. Story-wise, I ain't feeling it. I ain't feeling it. Right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I will see you all tomorrow at some point if I don't see you tomorrow. Have an amazing Friday. Have a great weekend. All that good stuff. I'll catch you later. Get off.